She was like 10? 9?
Damn, what were we talking about before?
Oh, we were talking about just crazy racist shit like in the past. I think that the conversation started with that lady dying.
And And
then I was
Emmett
just talking
Till,
about how
Emmett Till
racist the World War II was. Like, everybody be racist then.
Yeah, and then how Hitler's super racist.
But what I was going to say is Trump. We were talking about that crazy racist shit. Like, it is kind of scary what, like, how they attacked, like, the White House and
Brought
stuff.
them
Like,
racist niggas out.
yeah, but, like, yeah,
woodwork.
but it's funny.
Brought them
Not
out.
really.
Under the rocks.
Yeah,
out of
but
the
they
caves,
came out.
like
They came
white
out, dude.
motherfuckers, man.
They came out. They were like, yep, white privilege. Like, what?
He's
White
time. It's time. Finally.
That's what I mean.
The sun is going down.
Yeah.
But we're like, still, there's people like, get back in there.
Yeah, well, yeah, and the whole world was like, what are you doing? Like,
Get out of here. You can't say that.
yeah,
You do this
you're all
shit.
going to jail. What the
I hope he goes to jail.
Oh, yeah, that's
We'll
happening.
see.
I forgot about
I
that.
hope he goes to
He's
jail.
running. Do you see everybody else who's running?
I think that's also, just another reflect on humanity, how stupid we are. Like, how the hell are you going to have that human being do all the dumb shit that he's done, rude shit, and then even like, what, he was like impeached twice or some shit, and he fucking got convicted on like 34 accounts.
Of what?
Of a whole bunch of like sort of like money laundering
Oh,
and
yeah, just
lying
illegal
to
shit,
the
okay.
public.
Yeah,
and
yeah. I don't know if any of that shit.
fraud
Yeah, I
and
don't
all
know
that
if that
stuff.
He's like battling all that shit.
Yeah.
Or something,
Yeah, but it's like
Yo,
just
he's got the money, though.
the fact that the fact that
like,
Yeah.
our
you
country,
never gonna get caught none of this shit.
all as human beings, are still allowing him to even have the possibility to fucking run for president. It's
People
mind
vote for
blowing,
him,
man.
too.
I feel like
all people suck, bro.
Yeah.
I feel like all the presidents did some dumb shit.
All of them. But come on now, this guy though.
They just like to put this man on TV because he's
Yeah.
TV.
Yeah.
He's TV, nigga. Like, you want me? He's reality motherfucker. He has his own reality show. You're gonna get people viewing this shit. But if you just show me all the shit that all the other presidents did, like nobody go give a fuck. These just old men trying to get pussy some weird
But
ways
that's
or
what I'm
some
saying.
shit like that. You know what I'm
On
saying?
that same tip, it's like you got all these cats. You think
Go Clinton.
somebody
Go Clinton.
would in the judicial system would have learned from each of these. You know what I mean? And being like, okay, we can't have another Nixon. We can't have another fucking.
Look, to
The
me,
shit
look, if
Nixon
it's,
did is nothing compared to how bad
That's
things
what I'm
are
saying.
now.
So it's like, but it's like we're supposed to be evolving, and
Yeah.
it's like this guy's nuts. This thing
Yeah.
is this thing
Yeah.
is coming all the way, bringing it all the way back, doing wild ass shit, saying wild ass shit, being rude boy.
Like
and,
building a wall is racist as
And we're
fuck.
just like,
here's what I think.
whatever.
Though. Here's what I think. Let me be on the other side. I don't think Brittany Griner, where we gave up Brittany Griner for the Russian arms dealer, I don't think that would have happened if he was in office. It's just that happened because Biden's in office.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And Biden's
No.
Democratic.
I disagree.
Wait,
I
was
agree. And Brittany Griner is on the Democratic side.
Yo, how illegal is
I
weed in
disagree.
Russia? That's fucking wild.
Huh?
I said, how illegal is weed in Russia? That's so wild. Like,
Yeah,
well,
like,
what
that's
you got?
such
You
a-
got a gram
that's
of
such a
weed? You
small
going to
thing.
jail.
It's like-
you going to hard labor. Fuck
I feel
you.
like that
ooh.
probably wouldn't have went down the way that went down. That was kind of a bad play. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
think that if there was, not to downplay
did Joe Biden
this
go
professional
talk to?
woman athlete,
Did
but like,
Joe Biden ever go talk to Vladimir Putin? Never. He doesn't go talk to the Kim Jong-un motherfucker. He don't go talk to Xi Jinping. He don't go talk to nobody. He just stay in his fucking
do we really know if they never talked though?
dog. When Trump was in office, there was pictures of him meeting with all these people. And
I
talking to these
understand,
people, you know
yo,
what
the
I'm saying?
pictures you see, the conversations you hear. I'm saying
They
you
shaking
think
hands
they
and
never
shit.
ever. So what? You saw it. So what?
I'm saying in the small office that he was in office, he actually took the time to go do the delegation with
Oh,
other
dude, that's-
countries.
that's like
you
the
can't
only
say
argument.
that's
Let's-
dookie.
Let's think about.
He trying to keep the
Why,
relationship
though?
strong
For
so that
what?
nobody be shooting nobody.
No, or
what
Adam.
other reason do you need to
Money.
have good
Money,
and money,
resources.
nigga? Like money is part of everything.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
dude,
But also,
you don't.
maybe put the guns down and maybe don't be so crazy. You know, calm shit down. Maybe that's what the delegation shit is about. You're supposed to be like, hey man, they not trying to come after your shit. Trust me.
Yes, they are.
But you gotta tell them they not, so they don't shoot each other, my nigga. That's the point. That's the point. When you don't do that
Politics are
shit,
disgusting.
and people are just like,
yeah. In the end, yeah.
it's a
politicking
dumb
right
game.
the
It's a
fuck
dumb,
now.
but listen, it's a dumb game, and I think like Joe Biden ain't playing that game at all. That nigga just sitting there and letting shit happen. He not playing no role.
I feel like you only and I only get to see what they allow us to see. So I can't. I feel what you're saying.
Go ahead.
But you truly cannot say that maybe they never, ever, ever talked. You know what I mean? Like, you don't know.
Well, I'm not saying they never talked, but they never talked within his New Year's now because they
might have talked and it went dead end.
They have
It
records.
was trash.
There's records of all this shit. There's even a record of where the president is all the time.
Check this.
And all his schedule.
I bet you $1 million, bro, in like 10 years, and Biden's probably going to be dead.
Fuck, man, yeah.
In 10 years,
You
when we
mean he's
have,
rerunning?
when we have like,
He has to be alive.
You know, 2 or 3 more presidents, something probably will come out being like, you know, Biden actually did try to do this or do that.
Apparently,
And they don't let everybody know everything, bro. Like the
Yeah.
TV, it doesn't matter how much access you think you have, dude.
Yeah.
It's all fucking, it's facade. It's all game.
Nowadays you can't even trust like the news or what anything is broadcast.
I mean, and
dude.
like I said,
it has an opinion.
Like I said, they have that, if you want to call it statute of limitations type of thing. Like, you're going to, 10 years from now, we're going to hear some real funky ass stuff, whether we like it or not. Just like you know what I mean?
Just like 9/11.
We learn about stuff about President Lincoln.
Just
Like,
like
way
hold
after
on.
that, we're like, oh shit.
You mean like he was a vampire hunter?
Yeah. Just like that.
Good movies.
Just like
But like, yeah, you hear these. To me, it's like that little scheme of showing the bullshit 10 years later. Nobody give a fuck, nigga. We got documents from the government that told us what 9/11 was about 10 years later, and niggas apologizing for the whole fucking thing 10 years later.
I'm surprised Bush
That's
didn't go
exactly
to
what I'm
jail.
saying.
Yeah, but nobody give a fuck. Nobody's being like, I can't believe they did that to us.
Like I
How
said,
dare they? Nobody's
Nobody's
doing
gonna
that
get in
shit.
trouble 10 years later. Nobody
you
has
got,
to
like-
atone for it. That's
Exactly.
why
That's
they
what make
don't
it-
tell you everything. So that's what I'm
But
saying.
I'm not gonna
Niggas
try to.
don't tell
I'm
you
not
all that
gonna
shit.
wait for the 10 years though. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna like.
You have to.
I'm not.
What are you
nigga.
talking
What
about?
do you mean? I'm not.
You don't have access to that information. That's what I'm trying to tell you about. Come on.
Nigga, I'm trying to tell you, if you do any, you just look it up on your stuff. You can make your own opinions about this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, you think this is internet on your phone or on a computer. You think you could right now look up something crazy, unheard of, and it'll actually be true? Some very, very important, dangerous, helpful, anything. The government leaks shit out when it wants to leak shit.
I'm not worried
out.
about the government, bro. So listen, if I read news, because
is
I
the
know how much
government.
you hate Twitter. If I read news on Twitter from a nigga in Ukraine, you gonna tell me that news is fake? This nigga's
I'm gonna say
No, but it's
hold
I'm
on,
gonna
hold
say
on. He's
cool.
in Ukraine.
But I
Yeah.
bet you Twitter take
his
it down
IP.
if it's for whatever reason.
Why would they
that's
take it
mad
down?
Shit.
His
Because
IP
they
is
don't-
in Ukraine. He's live video right now.
Bro,
That's what I'm looking at. I'm not giving a fuck what Tucker Carlson and Dan and Lemon, whatever the fuck they.
freedom.
I look at that right, and then I look at that video and I say, wow, shit kind of do look crazy in Ukraine. Or I look at that video and I say, shit kind of look peaceful in Ukraine. Are they actually at war? Like, I make my own assessment when I look at that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then I
Agreed.
just take that a bunch of ways. Like,
Freedom of speech.
I don't even go
is
around and say-
fucking real.
you can
But
yeah,
check
yeah.
it. Think about that. If you were just gonna talk about Ukraine and Russia, just like that, like, do you know how many Russians, just like you're saying, really think that this is a great move? Think that there's actually nothing going on. Like, this isn't like an actual war.
The
This
Russians
is-
think that?
Yeah.
Well, listen, because
Putin
they're
controls the media.
Yeah, their government ain't like us.
Yeah.
Yeah, but our government is fucked.
Bro, we're
If
better
you
than
think
them,
that-
bro.
I understand that. The freedom of speech thing is what's up. That's what I'm saying.
They have,
like, it's
they're
real.
controlled by their
But
propaganda.
if you're feeling like we ain't controlled over here,
buddy,
I feel bad
I
for
think
you, bro.
I'm not controlled. Some people, yes, they can be controlled.
You're not out there doing really rude duty, crappy, whatever shit.
How do you know? I don't even watch Netflix.
I
Nigga.
mean,
Like,
if you're
oh,
doing-
yeah. Y'all be talking
if you're
about
doing
what?
something
Hold on,
weird in
hold on.
your
Y'all be like,
basement, I don't
yo,
fucking
this
know,
my
but-
favorite TV show is this, and I watch this shit every fucking week. I don't watch none of that shit any fucking day, nigga. All I do is research what's happening in the fucking world. I don't give a fuck about comedy TV shows. I don't give a fuck
I'm
about
not saying-
sitcoms. None of that shit.
I'm
I
not
watch
saying-
one anime on Sunday.
I'm not saying
2 episodes.
all of the information
All week.
I'm not saying all of the information.
Everything
that
else is
you
I'm listening.
see is
I'm listening.
is
I'm not even.
Not
I'm listening,
true.
so I can make a guess about what I think is gonna happen. off of all the data that I collected.
So you believe 100% of the shit that you're doing and looking at?
I never even say
It's
100%.
you can't
You
say
think I'm saying
100%.
100%.
I'm just being devil's advocate. I'm trying to say.
True. I don't think it's.
Bro,
I
like-
say like I think it's going this way, and somebody could say they think it's going that way.
And there's somebody looking
right.
at you like, oh, look at all that shit that Eric's looking at. Somebody knows exactly what you're looking at.
Yeah, but who gives a
And
fuck?
possibly
Everybody can look at anything, but are they actually gonna
regulating
do
your
it though?
shit.
Like, how many times people see an article and actually read the whole fucking article?
You can only look up how to make a bomb so many times before the fucking cops come for you, bro.
Yeah,
You
but
feel
who's
me?
looking up how to make a bomb? I'm looking up.
I'm just saying.
I'm looking
Again,
up where the president gonna fly next month. Does he have anything scheduled to go see any fucking other leaders at all?
Dude.
No, nothing. What is he actually doing this month? He's doing this one press conference. All right, so let me see the press conference. Hold up, nigga. Let me see the and then you see the press conference, and the motherfucker walks right up. Hold up, nigga. Hold up, because you probably don't want none of this shit. And you, all right, let's get Joe Biden on the stage. And Joe Biden walks right by
they
the
gotta, like,
fucking
crank him up.
podium,
They gotta get him
and
going.
somebody got to go over here and turn this old ass man and line him up back to the podium, and then have this nigga. But I'm not supposed to say anything about that shit. I'm making that shit up. I'm looking at it, nigga.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm looking at it.
That's fine.
What you talk about and where you at and why you not taking any of these matters serious that's happening around you? I'm showing it. I'm not gonna listen to the news talk about this nigga. They gonna big up this nigga. He's a Democratic Party champion, bro.
Yeah.
He's so much the champion. He 80 years old. They ain't got nobody else. He running again. How the fuck? That don't make no. Hey yo,
We were just talking about Trump. How does that make fucking sense?
that nigga could talk. This
Fuck
nigga
that.
can't speak, bro.
Fuck
Yeah.
that.
This
Yeah, I
nigga,
know.
yo,
There's no
this nigga is
personality.
like your grandpa that should go to a fucking nursing home any
Yeah.
day. Like
eating
but they just
applesauce.
walking this nigga around like, are we supposed to be blind to this shit? Like we supposed to be like, yeah, he's just an old president. Yeah. Nigga, what the fuck? Like,
No, you're right.
and another country
Yeah.
gonna look at us like Russia and be like, that's your fucking leader? Give me Brittany Griner and give me that fucking Russian arm dealer, and you can't do shit about it, old man. Because your country not going to do shit about it. This is who y'all elected.
Yo, that's because our country be fighting over if you're a boy or a girl still. Like, there's
That's
so
what
many
I'm saying.
stupid
Like,
fucking
they
things.
look, other countries look at this country and like, nigga, y'all fucking lost.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
just going to take from y'all while y'all stupidly fighting each other. Like, take. I'm just going to say, I'm not saying Trump's a good leader. I'm not saying Biden is good or bad. I'm just saying, like, there needs to be somebody in there that's a solid motherfucker. When Obama was in office, nigga, he's a solid motherfucker, bro. He stood by shit. Maybe he didn't really do a lot of shit, but, like, another country can't come do whatever the fuck they want while Obama's in office.
I don't feel like
He could raise a fucking rally. I don't think Joe Biden gonna raise no rally, bro.
I feel like every fucking president, and hopefully we don't get in trouble, but I think they're all fucking trash.
I think a lot
I'm
of
not
them are
gonna
guilty.
lie.
I like Obama though.
There's a reason that they get in. There's a reason that they stay in. There's a reason that they get outed. Other than the fact that we put a law on, you know, like how many terms you could do. But there's there's the people behind whoever
All
that
right.
set all this
No,
bullshit
That's
up.
actually funny. Did you know that who was the president during World War II? He fucking died while in office. He got elected for like 4 consecutive.
Yeah, I forgot
Like-
this thing's name. It might be Eisen. I don't think it's Eisenhower, but
no.
no. What's this dude's name?
I think it's
Z,
FDR.
Google it.
FDR, I think.
I'm
No,
just
no.
joking.
Bro, I can't believe I can't remember this right now.
Well,
But he
we'll
got
find out
elected
in a
like
second.
4.
Yeah, because we
But
were at
he was-
war.
yeah, yeah.
And because of
And
that,
he
you
was
get
doing
to
a good
stay.
job.
You
Yeah,
have
and
to
he was-
stay
yeah.
in.
And he was.
What the hell is his name, yo?
I think.
Come on, Google with the new phone. Pew,
I
pew,
think
pew,
it was-
pew, pew.
This little baby blue
World
phone.
War II?
Yeah.
Right?
He died in office.
Boom. Take one more guess.
It's a Roosevelt.
Boom.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. I was. Was it?
Was
I
it
right?
Teddy?
No. Teddy was the one who
Franklin.
fucking.
Franklin.
Right, yeah, FDR. Yeah, I was right. Yeah, no. Teddy was the one that be like hunting mooses and doing crazy shit, like
And
America.
He got a lot of land for national parks.
Yeah. No, he did a lot of shit. See, but that's what I'm saying. Those presidents, like basically.
He left being a president, I think, for like a year or some shit, just to like travel
his own
around
thing,
in
yeah.
these national parks and like
Is that acceptable? A nigga can't even play golf now.
the Times change.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I agree with you. I think like we don't have strong presidents. We don't have strong leaders.
But I'm
Yeah, we
also-
slacking. Yeah.
I'm also
Yeah.
saying, like, I've heard a bunch of stuff. Like, I do research sometimes, but it's like there's a reason that these cats get put in. Like,
For sure.
we have to elect them. Like, word up to our voting. But how much is that?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, how much is that? It's
nobody's
truthful,
gonna
yeah.
vote for you until you get into that slot.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's people that move you into that slot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
So
fucking. It's a fucking
game. It's
what
a
is it?
whole fucking game.
Popularity contest type shit. You know what I'm saying? When I do research and shit like that, I don't really give a fuck. I don't want to say I don't give a fuck, but I'm more concerned about the research happening over there.
Yeah.
And I go on an Indian fucking news show that's speaking English. You know what I'm saying? Because they trying to deliver the fucking knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Y'all the little underground fucking rebel newscast groups or whatever the fuck. That's and then.
But if our
country kind of wild,
if our
so.
government wanted to, we'll call it be like Russia. You would never be able to see any of that shit unless you like.
Hacked my shit or
Yeah,
something.
you got the fuck. You got to go to
China like
Mexico
that
to
too, I
even
think.
view that if you wanted. You know what I mean? Like
China like that too, though.
everybody's terrible, bro. Human beings are insane. Everybody that's trying to live and do great and be tribal and like help. You know what I mean? Like let's grow.
Let me
and
ask you something.
All that shit. That's what's up. They're not terrible, but
So the president's probably. I think to have a president run the country is dumb. That one dude type shit. I think we should change the type of government that this shit is. But
Well, that's why we
tricky
have
one.
Congress. I mean, they make a lot of the decisions. There's a bunch. Of
yeah, the president. Like I said, the president is just a facade, bro.
Yeah.
yeah, but we are. So that means
So
the
like, oh,
democracy.
Biden's in there, so they're gonna take all these prisoners. Like, no, man, it wouldn't
Yeah.
matter. Any president that was in there, if that war was going on, any fucking president, you're not gonna just go over and do that shit unless you are like
They should.
Putin's son and you became like the president over here. Then that's a
Nah,
different
you
level.
delegate that shit. Like if someone
Bruh.
got like if you.
It would have happened no matter what with anybody.
But it happens, bro. You gotta
Because
understand.
Ukraine
like
is
people
at-
get captured
Russia's
in
at
war
war with
all the time. Like we got prisoners in different countries.
We got tons of them.
Like why come we don't go get them though?
Why?
I'm asking you.
Well, I think in this scenario because of how popular it was. Like, you know,
That's what I'm saying. They used that.
black-
That was the best situation to get. It was like giving somebody a pawn and getting the queen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
fuck.
Yeah, like
and I
we
can't
gave you a
not do this play
Yeah.
because this country right now is rainbow
Like,
shit.
yo,
You know what I'm saying? Got the rainbow, everything backed in the rainbow.
Yo, that was a good analogy, the pawn and the queen, because that's really we gave him a fucking arms dealer.
You know,
Like
Yeah.
that man was
this
in
girl
charge
was a
of fucking
basketball
up the
player.
You think-
Congo.
Yo,
Arms
real talk.
dealer.
Do you really truly think that if Trump was president at that time,
I think we would have got an extra dude back.
I don't think we would have got. I think
There was-
it would have
we-
been.
bro.
If anything, it would be the same.
It was an argument between Brittany Griner and a soldier that we had there for years.
I know.
10-something
I
years.
know.
Maybe we could have got
I
both.
was laughing my ass
It
off.
wasn't even delegated. Biden didn't even try to talk about that shit. That's the point I'm trying to say. So at least he could have been like, and we should get our troops back. Or maybe start a fucking, I don't fucking know. Maybe something. Maybe something.
So because Biden didn't call you up and let you know what's going on.
What do you mean me?
I'm saying
You
you don't
have
get
to-
to see everything, nigga. You don't get to see everything just because it's
Do
on
you
the
know
news.
how often, like,
Yeah, that's
if something
complicated.
like
You
that
don't
is
see
happening,
nothing.
if something like that is
10
happening,
years later, watch. In 10
Listen, bro,
years,
listen, bro.
you're gonna be like, ah,
you
damn,
busy
Chris,
watching whatever you watching.
you smart.
when the president is saying like, yo, we're gonna make the decision about what we about to do on this country shit. They go to a fucking press conference. All the news stations got the fucking microphone.
And is
Listen-
that always the truth, though?
It's
Just
live.
because it's in,
hold on.
just because it's in front of you,
Hold
so you
up,
can
nigga,
see it.
hold
Do you
up.
think it's always all the time true?
It's live, and you can make that decision for your damn self.
And I appreciate your
That's
decision.
what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
just saying
But I'm listening, and what
we're
like,
all
same shit with
we're
the,
whack.
There's the same thing with the COVID. When the COVID
We're
shit was happening, I'm
sneaky.
like, I'm listening to them say this shit.
We're sneaky.
And then
bro.
people are
That's
telling
all
me
I'm
what
saying.
they think it means. And I'm like, did you hear the fucking thing? Nah, I'm just reading this shit off a thing. Did you hear? Did you sit and watch that motherfucking press conference that's so important to y'all? Y'all living and dying by these fucking rules, but none of y'all sat and watched Anthony Fauci talk for 30 minutes. And all it took was 30 minutes of your time to hear this nigga, and you would have came to the same conclusion I did. But you didn't. You listen to some news station talk about it.
Yeah.
They already leaning you in a certain
little
way.
quickie.
You're not even seeing the fucking wide aspect. You're not seeing the change of hands and none of that shit that happens when you actually
That's
watch
what
it
I'm trying
live.
to tell you.
You gotta watch it live, bro.
This is what I'm telling you, though.
I'm trying to watch it live, though. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to see that shit for myself, and I'll make my own decision.
If you can see it, it doesn't necessarily mean shit. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, because there's like a bias.
it means
already in
something.
it. Yeah.
It means something. There's definitely a lot of stuff. Like, it's great when the stuff is absolutely true and we don't hear about it 10 years down the road and it's all fucked up. That's fantastic.
But, like-
I'm just saying, not everything,
That's
just
fantastic.
because it's live and it's a fucking press conference, just because you can get, like, the president's fucking flight plan, you specifically will say.
Anybody.
Doesn't mean shit.
Anybody could get that.
It doesn't mean shit. You don't even know if he's on that fucking plane, bro.
Sure, because when he lands, you get a live video of him doing the conference at the other country, bro.
I'm just saying, I'm saying not all the time it's
I
like
think.
that.
I
That's
think.
all I'm saying.
I think you can see anything you want to see on the phones.
You can see whatever you want to see.
If someone,
I'm
if,
just saying,
my
bro.
you could follow Will Smith right now.
I don't want
everywhere
you
on
to
his
get
phone.
hurt out here.
How would I get hurt?
I don't know, bro. But
How would I get hurt?
Something might happen. You might be trustworthy of somebody, and then they'll take your lollipop. You're done. And
They'll
you
take
were
your
like,
candy,
you're
take
so
a whole
nice.
bag.
I didn't think
I don't eat sugar. Good luck.
I'm just saying, my dude.
See, I don't think I would get
Don't
hurt.
believe everything you see. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Don't believe everything you fucking read.
I'm
Don't
not
believe
even
everything you
believing
see.
it, bro. The problem is nobody can talk
Especially
about
when it
that
comes to
shit.
the government.
Nobody
I feel
talk
like
about that shit because niggas is
have to
scared to
edit some
talk
of this
about
shit
like.
I think what you're really trying to say is like you should fucking be smart enough to see something.
Yeah,
like
do
that
your
as
own
bullshit.
research for sure.
Like it's one thing.
Like
it's one,
research.
Don't be a sheep.
Yeah.
When someone's talking, if you can't tell when this motherfucker's lying, then you're a questionable man to me.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
could look at another man and say, "Yo, all these words are coming out of your mouth. This look like somebody writ this for you.
Yeah, or
this is
it's-
not
it's-
your own words.
or there's an
You're
agenda.
being controlled. If you can't see that shit, for another man's talking, like you just getting tricked all day, like you could let another man scheme you all
Trump
day.
does it to like
I might even
99%
talk about
of his followers.
Nigga, I might even talk about Donald
It
Trump.
is- but I'm saying
I'm saying in
like
general,
this
like-
nigga would be like, I didn't fucking rape that chick. I didn't beat that person up. I didn't steal that person's money, and he'll just keep pushing that rhetoric,
yeah.
and you have a whole flock of people that are like,
Okay, yeah, I believe
word, I believe you. You know what I mean? Like,
you. Yeah, but that's the part about being intelligent enough.
and then
that
you don't know, like,
see
then,
that.
and then it comes out like 10 years later, 5 years later, something like that, and it's like, yo, all of that shit was a lie, or everything was true, or do you know what I mean? Like,
I know. I never thought
I'm just
Michael
saying.
Jackson touched them kids. And now it turns out he ain't touched them kids. I knew, because I'm like, yo, I know your background.
Again, he's
Like,
weird,
I know what I'm
though.
saying?
He's so
I know
weird,
you're
though.
weird,
So
bro,
weird.
but it's like, I just something about the way you speak. And it's like, niggas can say that shit. And I'd be like, when niggas be like, no, he definitely touched them kids. I'm like, do you
Why?
listen? Hold on.
Why?
I'd be like,
Why?
do y'all
'Cause he
listen
looks
to
like
Michael Jackson concerts? Do y'all listen to that shit? Because he talk in his concert. This nigga don't just sing all fucking day. He talking to people's spirits and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's why they love him so much. You be like, oh, he just touching kids, but billions of niggas around the world love this nigga. Like, y'all, you know what I'm saying? They're not really looking at the bigger picture. In that way, I take that same shit with everything. I'm not trying to see everything, but if I look at somebody press conference, like when the debates show up, when the presidents are doing that debate, they probably all lying, nigga.
Oh my God,
They
some of
probably
them- some
all
of them are
lying.
so
But the
bad.
point is, I want to see like how y'all buckle under pressure. If somebody asks you a question that was a good question and you ain't got the answer very quickly,
you don't really know your shit.
you don't really know your shit, nigga.
Yeah.
All it took for me was watch that and see how long it took for you to come out the answer. But if I watch it on the news, there's gonna be no break and you coming up with that answer. It's gonna look like you had that shit like this, like you was prepared for all this shit. But in honesty, and when I'm watching shit live, I'm like, yo, this nigga ain't prepared for this shit. Yo, he really don't got answers for this shit.
what if you prep that shit and you're prepared and all that, and it's
But still,
all
you gonna sound like a
lies?
robot, bro. The
And
last
it's
time I
all lies.
the last time I saw,
Did you do that? No. But if did you do that? I'm like, no. So I get, and they're both both in both things. And we'll say with both answers, the cat really did it. Straight up did it.
yeah.
So if he answers it quick, you're gonna be like, okay, cool. I agree
I'm
with
not
what he
speaking on
said.
the terms of like who did it or who didn't do it.
I'm just
But, like,
saying.
I'm just saying like this. In the
Like,
there's a-
what would you do to fix the economy? And you had like a good answer.
Yeah,
to come back.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
when Joe Rogan asked Kanye West, he was like, "You want to be the president, right?
Ooh,
what would
Oh,
you do?"
Kanye.
He's like,
he
"What would
should
you
stop
do?"
Talking. He's
he
a
just
black
stopped
Trump.
talking.
Yeah.
He's like, "Because you don't have fucking answers, nigga." He said, "What would you do if
He's
two
funny as
countries
fuck.
went to war with us?" I'ma pray. My man prayed for like 2 minutes, and then he came up with the answer. If I heard somebody ever say, he asked me that question and he answered right away, you would miss that middle gap where he had no fucking answer and he was just coming up with this shit
Shit to say.
asking God gonna give me the answer right now. Come on, God, give me the fucking answer right now. What would I do? Nothing.
Yo, how?
You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
Like,
that's a good. Hold on, that's a good point.
how
Where-
much of a genius that man is.
Yo,
And, and when I see him talk like this, I'm like, son, I would have had an answer. At least something to say. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
to say absolutely
an
nothing.
opinion? Yeah.
I'm like, hey, well, listen, we got money. What you
But are you coming prepared with the truth, or you coming prepared with the lie?
to me?
To anybody.
Like, if
Anybody
somebody,
that's on a said platform that everybody's allowed to see it or whatever the fuck, is that person coming with the truth or coming with the lie?
It's so bad.
You can answer,
So bad.
like I said.
It's
you
bad
can
that we
answer
have to
some
question this
questions,
shit. That's what's fucking
But
bad.
this is what we're
yeah,
doing. I
no.
love it.
So like when we talk amongst each other, we're talking.
We
what,
are not running for president.
But no, listen, we're talking what we know.
We ain't running shit.
Are we talking about shit we lying about when we talk to each other? We just talk about shit we think we know, right?
Yeah, but what if I came on here and just lied the whole time?
We would know.
Yeah, but no, you wouldn't.
How would it? Try it.
No, you wouldn't. Well, I,
think
can't.
we
You're
know
my
each-
brother.
I-
My brother.
exactly my
We
point.
know each other.
I think we know each other enough. Well, that doesn't work. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but what you're gonna so here the next president, you're gonna like, okay, before I let this person and vote for this person to be president, and I hear any of his shit out, I need to hang out with this nigga for like 10 years.
Can't hang out with them. But I would like to.
I gotta
I
be
don't want to do that.
I would like to at least.
best buddies with this motherfucker.
If I give a fuck that much, I would like to at least look up or research or like maybe listen to some shit how you spoke back in the day or some shit like that. You know, so you
what if for
like,
10 years, all that information you look back 10 years, we'll just pick the number 10. I'm just
Okay.
keep throwing 10 out there. You go and you do your research for the last 10 years of this person, and it was all What's his name? What's his name?
Anthony Fauci?
No, not that guy. That's a
Wait,
different
why
one.
can't we use him right now?
We can use him, I guess.
Lying sack of shit.
We can use him, I guess. But
Apparently,
Yo,
I don't know
I-
if we can talk
listen,
about
who's the
this.
dude? Like, what's his name? Didn't kill himself. What's that meme and all that? What's his name? He went to jail for trafficking a bunch of
Epstein,
girls.
Epstein.
Epstein, yeah.
he
How about
totally killed
him?
himself. He totally killed himself in prison.
How
How
about
about
him?
how
What
about
are you
him?
talking about? Yo, that's actually a perfect example
Huh.
where they were like, "Yo, yeah, he killed himself in prison," and that's what he's talking about. When you look at that,
If you looked
and
at that
you're
story-
obviously lying. That's what he's saying. Where it's like, you really the millionaire playboy guy got arrested,
You want me to
gonna try
believe?
to get
and
out
he's
of
connected
jail.
to so many fucking people, and yeah, he hung himself.
You want me to believe
Oh,
that
yeah, you want me to
story.
believe that. So that's the lie, and that's
See?
being
I'm
smart
not
enough to
believing
look
that
at
shit.
that.
Do
yeah.
you believe he hung himself?
Hell no.
Yeah.
Even-
Somebody got
so now-
him.
I
So
think
now-
he had a whole lot of information.
Yeah, that-
straight up.
Yep.
And whoever, all the powers that be,
That's a
because he
perfect
dealt
example.
with very powerful, rich,
Yeah.
influential
All of them.
people.
All of them.
He knows a lot of dirty things.
Yep.
And as a
And then
country, we probably
it's-
torture the
but-
fuck out of his
And
ass
it'd
with
be
the
like, if
answers,
we're
you know?
just three people that knew him and maybe we did some dirt with him, the three of us throw a couple bucks together, we pay for an assassin. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, that's
That's
But
what
they're not going to
happened.
report
Yeah.
that. They're not going to be like,
Yeah, so you're gonna tell
exactly.
me? You're gonna tell me?
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, I get it.
But
Yeah,
listen,
perfect. Yeah.
I'm not gonna go to the news to say, "Oh, I read the article. He hung himself." End the story. I'm gonna say, "Hold up a second."
You're going to research him for 10 years and
I'm gonna say, "Hold on a second. Let's hold on to this." Because now you could look at they took that nigga's body and did a double autopsy on that shit. I'm pretty sure it's not called double autopsy, but they did another autopsy on his body to find out the shit on his neck is not it's not consistent with being hung,
Hung, yeah.
like this. It's being like this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you was assassinated
You
with a
got
little
killed,
ass
bro.
thread, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
got
It wasn't no cart cloth or whatever the fuck. You was assassinated in that shit. Now nobody give a fuck about that shit. Plus the names that were on the ledger not being released.
Yeah.
I'm not supposed to think this shit is a dead case. I'm always keeping an eye on that shit. Whenever any information about that pops up, I don't look at it like facts. I just be like, all right, well,
interesting.
added.
Also, we don't have a foot in that game. That's another thing.
Yeah, that's
Well,
right.
you're
We're
not
not
getting
like,
all
we're not
right,
like
though.
researchers.
We're not in that tax bracket at all,
Investigators.
and
Yeah.
we
I
don't
just keep
do
an eye,
stuff
'cause,
like
like,
that. So
you know
it's
what
kind
I'm
of
saying?
like, is it important? Nah, I don't know.
Well, okay,
Eventually-
okay, all right, good point. So what's a good example of something that we get lied to by the government all the time that affects us?
Probably our health the most.
Healthcare, you think?
I think so. I think healthcare.
I think they just don't tell us about our health.
I know people to be like the weather, but I'm like, you can't.
Oh, get the fuck out of
yeah,
here.
you can't really.
Bro, I can be
know
a weatherman.
couple people that are mad
send
at
me
weather.
a board
people.
right there. I'm gonna throw darts at it, and that's
Like,
the weather
yeah,
for today.
some
Like,
cats it's just like, yo, they're ruining my life, and it's just like,
Shut the
you
fuck up.
can't.
Yeah.
You're. It's only an educated
Control
guess.
that
Don't
shit.
get mad at the guy. It's an educated guess.
It
It's a
moves.
guess.
It moves on
Yeah,
the map,
it changes.
bro.
It's gonna. 90% chance of rain. There's
Yeah.
10% chance it's gonna be hot as balls and no rain. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Did it say 100 or not? Because
Yeah,
that's your
yeah,
fault.
you feel me? So
It's
it's
your
like-
fault, bro.
I
Yo, the
would say-
weatherman is the easiest person to hate. That's a funny topic.
No, I don't hate
It's
the
no,
weatherman.
but that's what I'm saying. It's so funny how when he's right, we love him, and then when he's wrong, we want him to die at the stake.
Yeah.
Like,
I plan on going at this.
yeah.
Today.
I was going camping, and it rained, and he told me it was gonna be sunny. Like,
So, but
no, but I
would
think
say
healthcare is a good one.
I think
Healthcare is a good
healthcare.
one. I think that it is crazy how much we hear about how expensive healthcare is here.
We're terrible.
Like it is truly terrible, and a lot of that has to do with like insurance companies. Like insurance
yeah.
companies are good and bad. They're
Big
really good,
pharma.
bro. They're really good when insurance companies. They're really good when something gets fucked up. Like okay, so I had that tree fall down, right?
Yeah.
So I filed a claim with my insurance company.
With your
and, like,
homeowner's insurance.
yeah, with my homeowner's insurance, and I got some dough for it. You know what I mean, to fix the fence. But like, that's good. But then when you think about it, like, there's a lot of people that pay for insurance that never fucking use it.
Yep.
Like, you know what
But
I mean?
it's part of the system.
Yeah, yeah,
To
it's just
be
part of it,
used
yeah.
In case
And
in
then there's
case it happens. Yeah, yeah.
something
On a cloudy
happens to
day.
any of y'all. Thanks for all the
and then
money
in-
that provided.
Just with that, that's awesome that you got some bread because sometimes you're paying for insurance and
You
then you
don't
make
get
the
no
claim
fucking bread.
and they're like, "Yo, what day did that tree
Yeah.
fall down?" They'll be like, "Oh, we only cover for Tuesdays."
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, sorry.
Those little lines written in between the other lines. Like,
Here's
you know what I mean?
$15.
yeah, dude.
Yeah.
There's a bird on the tree right now.
What
We,
am I gonna do with this? It's
Yo,
better
but
we
than
can't own it.
nothing.
It's in the fine
but that's
print.
where they insurance companies should have stayed the fuck out of healthcare because that's
Wow.
what ruined it for all of us. That's why there's a problem in America because like when you know like when a hospital is trying to fucking work with an insurance company, they just quote them at fucking an astronomical amount so they
Yeah,
can make
there's
a
no
profit.
cap. There's
They're
no
like
cap
you
at
know
all.
you know like your diabetes medicine. Everybody uses that as an example. I don't know. Or let's just say your fucking pacemaker. You need a pacemaker. You need a little thing on your heart. All right. So the hospital's like fuck. I can't make any money. Like if we sell this, like let's just say it costs $100.
Yep.
I'm gonna use those zeros, 10 numbers. I'm gonna go.
I like it.
All right.
Let's
So let's just say it's like $100, and they want to make money. They're not gonna fucking quote that 100. They're gonna be like, well, the insurance company, will 10,000.
Mm-hmm.
And then the insurance company's like, we'll pay this amount of it, and then it gets back to us, and it's like, why does this shit cost $800? Like when it's $100 machine, you know what I mean? Like I understand, you know, the whole
And it's-
process and the
and
training of the doctors
But it's
and blah blah blah. But
they when you're that big too, and you have like that style of a monopoly on the shit, you can pick any number you fucking
That's
want.
what I'm saying. They just like whatever.
Let's say in 2012 it was like $10,000,
Mm-hmm.
but now we'll say 2023 they're like fuck y'all. Yeah, let's
20 now.
yeah.
It's 20,000.
There's nobody stopping them. There's nobody that cares. I mean, we do have certain like laws and you can sue people and stuff like that, like to sort of help. But a lot of people don't have enough money to
Yeah, to get the
sue.
lawyer to get it done. Yeah.
So it's like, and that's what they bank on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, they
they're
bank
the-
on you.
they're
They
the
bank on
big
you not
guy.
asking questions. That's
Yeah.
basically
Oh,
what they
listen,
do.
I'm gonna hire it. What are you gonna fucking do? I mean, you could sue me. That
But-
is legal in here, but you know, I'm just gonna keep hounding you, and you're gonna have to. By the time you're done with court, you're gonna wish you just gave me that money.
Yeah, big farmers have this rule that they can't get fired or held liable for their medicines killing people. So
Wild,
you can't
bro.
sue them
Yo,
for
did you know?
that.
Yo, did you know Tylenol is getting sued? Did you guys hear
For
about that
what?
shit? So they found out that pregnant women cannot take Tylenol. There's something in it that fucks with the process, like the fetus or whatever, and they're getting sued like fucking crazy right now because doctors. Talk about big pharma. Talk about big pharma in the
All
healthcare.
time.
Doctors be like, yeah,
100
take
milligrams.
Tylenol. You're gonna be just fine. Everything's good. That's the only thing you can take. And then it's like 10 years later, it's like
10 years later,
there is some ingredient in there that
Crack 'em,
actually
crack
fucked
'em.
up. That's why everybody has ADHD
so,
now.
So if I can't give a pregnant
really what
lady
it's about.
Tylenol,
Tylenol, bro.
but I could give her a COVID vaccine,
Oh man, don't even talk. I don't even want to talk.
I'm
about
not gonna
that.
talk about it.
Get out of here.
Yeah,
Get
be
out of here. I don't
careful.
want to talk about
Yeah,
COVID.
be careful.
I don't. That's
Just
wild.
saying, son.
Yeah, it's related.
I'm
to
walking
healthcare.
fine lines and thin steps, whatever the fuck that phrase is. Baby steps when it comes to shit like this. I'm not trying to rush at all. Let me fucking gather. Before 10 years later, you find out you go on third arms and shit.
Well, that was the thing with Tylenol, where they found out that whatever
then you
was
can't
in it.
fucking get your money back. That's how these big pharma do it. 10 years later, you're like, oh, me and my kids are fucked up. I'm suing you.
Yeah, they're like,
Well,
eh,
in
well,
clause, Santa Claus 1044, whatever the
Yeah.
fuck this shit says on the paper, says you can't
it's on
sue
you.
me
Are
for
you
that.
looking that up right now?
I'm looking up something else. Keep going.
Oh, all right. Yeah, but I thought that was wild. That's a good example of how bad our healthcare is, where they're like, "No, we need to make profit. You give it to him. Hey, your doctor, that guy that people go to for their health. Yeah, we're gonna give you this drug.
We
It's not-
fucked it up for ourselves. We keep like getting our fucking like the problem with the insulin. We don't make our own insulin.
Yeah.
We don't have enough places to. I mean, we do. We just don't have them making insulin at home.
Yeah.
We got to get that shit from over there, and then when they jack their prices up, we got to check our prices up because
Done.
it's fucking every way to ship this shit. You know?
What's up?
You ever heard of Elizabeth Holmes?
What'd she do?
So this woman, and here's
So
like,
this
we're
woman.
still in the healthcare thing.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
still going on the
Okay,
healthcare
okay.
thing.
Who
So
is
she's the CEO of a company. Let's see. Excuse me, fraud. What's the name of this thing though?
All right, let's lie about it. Who do you think she is?
Oh, it's called Theranos. You ever heard of Theranos?
Nah, it sounds like a MCU
Sounds
villain.
like, yeah.
Well, so
Is she purple?
I'm Theranos.
She
Theranos' brother.
is like, I guess she's like a smart cookie or whatever, but she joins up with some other person, and they make this company, and they make this product. It's like a little machine, but looks like a kind of like a printer,
Okay.
maybe a little bit bigger than your like printers that we would have at our house.
Big ass microwave looking shit.
Yeah. Well, yeah. This thing is supposed to you get your blood drawn or whatever, you put it in there, and this thing will tell you like how healthy you are and tell you what kind of diseases you might have.
Oh, dope.
So like it can predict if you have like cancer or AIDS or whatever
From your blood?
from your blood without you having to go see the doctor. And it can find out stuff that like faster. Like it's supposed to be like super fast giving you this information.
That's genius.
But you know
But?
what this box did?
Oh no.
Nothing.
Was it racist?
This thing was nothing.
It didn't work?
And this company was huge, like
Oh, it's-
super.
this was
Oh,
a
it was
fucking-
a joke. I think I heard about that.
She's in jail right now, I believe.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Wow.
Oh, dude, I did hear
Her
about
and
that.
the other guy. But yeah, she made that. But think about that. She was able to make millions of dollars,
Wow.
put out, I don't want to say hundreds of thousands of these machines, but a whole shit ton of them
Yeah.
to medical places, hospitals, doctors' offices, whatever. And this thing is completely reading everybody's shit wrong. So there's people that are like, oh, man, I have that. All right, I better take that medicine. You don't need it, bro. Or you have the complete opposite of whatever it's
Yeah,
predicting.
yeah.
But it's just always putting out lies. Like it's literally not giving correct information. But she was able to just
She got a lot of she was. We were talking about that the other week, where you get that one person that convinces enough rich
Wow,
people
bro.
to just throw money in.
Hey.
it's wild.
And that's our healthcare, bro.
That's
healthcare.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people.
That's not
I
for
don't.
fun.
I don't know. I mean, I don't really want to look it up. I don't want to call it that a lot of people died because of that machine.
No, but that's
But a
awful.
lot of people, when you have that, they got sicker because of that thing.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Now hear me out. So this machine comes out. None of us got tricked by this machine. Let's
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
let's say this machine comes out, and we seen it on commercial or some shit.
It had a commercial.
How would you know it's bullshit?
You wouldn't.
How would people knew? Not everybody bought it.
But the people that knew were the people that are doing the tests after they get it.
I
Like,
feel like if the hospital bought it, the doctors weren't even involved here. They were just
yeah.
like the inventory guy just bought a fuck ton and say
some of the
use
doctors are definitely involved.
Well, they
'cause
probably
they gotta
use
help. They gotta help push it.
This.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So a lot of doctors,
Like
however,
Dr.
I don't know if they got like payouts or whatever the fuck, like specifically, and that also goes to insurance. You know how like a doctor gets a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
as they
Dr.
help the big
and,
pharma. Like I'm gonna prescribe you with this. I know you could probably go with this, which is way cheaper, but I'm
shit, I'm
going to
dying.
get insurance
The
money.
box. The box says this, so that's what we're going.
Yeah, or I'm so underneath this insurance company or pharmaceutical company.
They pushing it.
That,
This is
you
what they
know,
do
you
with
just-
stocks. This is
like
what
you-
fucking what's her name did with her husband.
You're doing
The fuck
extra.
is her
You say
name?
Martha Stewart.
Nah,
And
what the hell is
Martha.
in the office? Old ass white lady in the office. The face look like she drooping. The fuck is her name, yo? Her fucking
That's like,
husband.
you just talked about all of Congress.
Just her
That's-
husband got the nigga with the hammer attacked him in the house.
Oh,
What the hell's her
man.
name, yo? Yeah, she forgot.
it up. I'm tired
Nah,
of
well, she forgot. Anyways, she was doing some same shit. She was like, oh,
Pelosi.
Nancy Pelosi. She's like, yo, I'm gonna sign a new bill. Yeah, I'm gonna sign a new bill, right? It's like Congress about to sign a new bill to change the laws of this nation, and the bill is gonna make it so that this company's product is getting pushed way higher.
Yeah.
Husband, can you do me a favor and put our funds in that thing?
Exactly.
Bill sign, husband do it. Next thing you know,
Jail.
they rich
Instant
as
jail.
fuck.
That's where you should go.
They should go to jail. They the richest mother. Y'all
You should be able
should
to-
make
you
a
should be
certain
able to
amount of
fuck with
money
that.
in Congress.
You should be able to fuck with that.
Yeah, you
That's
should
like
play like that. You know
That's
what I'm
like
saying?
That's
okay,
our whole
listen,
Congress, though.
Yeah, that's like
They
being.
playing their games up there, bro.
That's like having a casino, rigging the games, but then when you play, they're not rigged. It's like boop. All right, I'm gonna change that real quick. Oh, I win every time. That's really cool, right?
Your
That's what
card's
our
not
Congress-
working. Let me try mine.
Let me try mine. Boop. I win. Oh, look at that! I win.
Oh, you didn't know there's a
button
little.
right here.
That's so fucked up.
That's
Yo,
the wrong
call.
code.
Yo, change my dealer.
Yeah, yo.
Give me fucking Pablo. You know what it is. He knows the fucking trick.
Pablo
I
Good.
don't want you. Could you go get Pablo?
Yeah, go on. Hey, go on break, buddy.
Pablo knows. Pablo
That's
knows what I
That's-
like.
break,
think,
buddy.
yo, that's so fucked up.
But that's all the insight. Like
Yeah,
that's
And this is.
that's all that who you know shit. You
the
know.
world.
Yep.
This is the world.
And I know what you mean by like you can't take all that shit to heart.
You just
know what I'm
can't.
saying?
Yeah,
But
yeah, you
I
can't.
do understand like
That's
some
that way to
people
the world
they
style shit.
you can see who's close knit with shit. You know what I'm saying? You're like, all right,
Yeah.
these niggas fuck with each other heavy. You know what I'm saying? Like even go back to the Epstein Island shit. That's some shit. Like I don't know if you know about the Bohemian Grove shit, but it's just like the Epstein Island shit just happening on our ground, and it wasn't with no kids. It was just like grown businessmen being gay together and shit like that.
All right.
But it was just like, it's like they do this shit so that they all have common dirt on each other. That's the link that keeps these niggas from not shooting each other in the
Yeah.
back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
But I think the Epstein Island was like forced upon niggas, obviously.
Yo, how
like,
funny? Who was the vice president who
Crazy,
fucking
bro.
shot somebody on a hunting accident?
Oh, that was
Cheney.
Oh,
Cheney,
dude, that was
yeah,
so
Dick
fucking
Cheney.
funny. I remember
Somebody
hearing about
pulled
that.
a Cheney.
And I was like, that's not fake
Oh,
news.
somebody got shot. You're like, ooh, I pulled a Cheney.
Yeah. I can get away with it. Fuck
Sorry.
you. Yeah. Oh, my bad. I don't know how that
Oh,
happened.
did Alec Baldwin get away with it when he
Oh,
shot the,
yo,
He
you
in
think
trial,
he did it?
so-
I don't think he did it on purpose.
I don't think he did
so
it
at
on
all.
purpose, nah.
I don't think so.
Cheney,
at all.
though? I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe he was like,
I don't know,
maybe he was
man.
like,
They weren't there.
Yeah.
what the fuck you said to me yesterday?
Yeah. What if I
told you-
just point
I
this in
told
this
you
direction?
2 sugars.
With the
I'm gonna
fucking
get you.
elephant cannon, bro.
I'm gonna get you.
He was doing this.
I don't like mayonnaise like that.
Shady, why are you loading your gun? We're not hunting yet. Oh, we're not.
We didn't even get in the cart yet.
Like some Elmer Fudd shit.
Cheney, that thing was wild.
We're not
dude.
getting
That's
in the
another
cart.
one. But that's I
was
just think
wild.
that's an example of shit just being ridiculous.
Did you ever watch the documentary that they made with Cheney? Like, it's like a not straight up documentary. It's like, what do you call
Yeah,
those?
no, there was a movie about it. It
Yeah.
was called
Wait, that-
Cheney,
that-
right?
that-
Yeah, what's his name from American Psycho? Is the actor that plays Cheney?
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, dude, it's
the guy that was Batman.
awesome. Was he ever Batman?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, I guess he was
Is
Batman.
that what
Yes,
you're talking
yes,
about?
yes.
Yeah, okay.
That guy. Yeah, correct.
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale.
Christian
yeah,
Bale.
yeah,
Yo,
yeah.
that movie is wild, bro.
He plays a good chubby dude. When he puts the shit on his face.
Yo, that
I don't know how
movie is
somebody do. The dude
like-
who played the Penguin in the new
Yo, yo,
Batman.
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, yo, you play a good chubby
Yo, how
dude.
about Brendan
bro.
Fraser? Did you see that? He got all those awards playing a fat guy in that fucking
Yeah,
movie.
The Penguin joint. Wait, no.
no,
no.
it's like
Brendan Fraser.
Elephant Man or something.
Oh, word.
Wasn't it?
I don't know the title.
Or
Slick
The
way to play
Whale.
that.
Something
The
like
Whale.
The
Yeah, that
White
was
Whale.
it. Yeah.
Damn, it's called The Whale. That's fucked up.
yeah.
Oh, it is fucked up.
Yeah, right. How
Is it
about
a
that?
But I
That's
mean,
it.
yo,
Is
he
it
acted
about a
that
whale?
shit.
I wonder how many. No, it's about a humongous dude. But
Yeah.
I'm just
That's
saying.
like all these fucking health problems.
Like,
that
think
he
about
does
that
nothing
shit. Which is there's nothing
Yo.
wrong with naming the thing like that, but I'm sure a lot
Yeah,
of people
yeah.
were offended.
Speaking of like health issues from being a whale, why the fuck? I try to explain to people like the number one reason you motherfuckers get sick and have diseases and all that fucking bullshit with your organs is diet.
Yep.
It's diet. It's not about what air you're breathing and what sick person you're next to. It's your fucking diet. Those things do matter.
That's why
and
we
shit.
got to move to the islands. We got to get out of here, bro. That's
Facts,
the healthiest
man.
stuff. Eat
There's
a bunch
like-
of superfoods, and we're in there.
a couple little
Live-
rules
live
to just
forever.
follow is like
How old's the oldest person? And isn't the oldest person like 100?
Oh, man, we
like
were talking
20
about
20
that.
something,
We were
bro.
talking about that when we were talking about immortality. No, I think the oldest person
Yeah.
was like 130 or some crazy
Ooh,
shit.
yeah,
They were
something like
fucking
that.
real
100
old.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Just
I could
eating
never
some
live that
Islander.
long.
Islander, right?
Yeah,
All right.
I think it was somebody Asian.
Oh, definitely.
Sheesh. Probably
But yeah, maybe on
Or
island.
from
Right,
India.
low
But either way,
Asian, yeah.
great diet.
Yeah.
great
great
diet. And they
is-
stick to like the routine
Yo.
with the shit. You know what I mean? Like,
I think it's ridiculous that you can get some people like you can get some Russian lady who's drinking vodka for fucking every meal of her day for 90 years and lives to be 90.
Yeah.
And then you get somebody like that could be doing the same thing and only lives to like 45 and has a heart attack or a stroke. Like it's wild how
is
how,
wild.
cra-
Maybe-
how it's like
listen.
it's really hard to predict.
vodka
that.
is for Russians. So if Puerto Rican drinking vodka, you fucked up. You're supposed to be drinking rum, nigga. You're supposed to be drinking.
I guess.
You're supposed to be drinking something else, tequila and shit like that.
Alcohol
I
is
think people's
alcohol.
like
I think
it gets to a point where like your DNA and all that shit.
that all in the genes.
That shit, yeah,
Passed
it
down to
leans
you.
to stuff like it.
Yeah.
A lot of Irish people, they lived off potatoes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's cool for them to eat potatoes every fucking day. Their DNA loves that shit, but
Yeah.
they don't
There's
agree
a
with other
diet
things. You know what I'm saying?
specifically where you just eat potatoes. You ever
Potatoes,
seen that
bro.
shit?
They got everything in it.
The
Potatoes
homie
got
Chris,
almost everything
the homie
in that
Chris
shit,
did
bro.
it. The other homie.
Healthy.
I just think.
I mean,
I
need
mean,
to-
I watched him do it. He was my roommate at the time, but like, I watched him do it. And I'm like, you're making the potatoes smell great, they taste great, but every day.
I think
for
it's crazy
like
that the three of us
4 months, like,
the three of us could drink the same amount of something for fucking 10 years and we would all end up different. I think that's wild. I
Yeah.
just think that's wild.
oh, we all got different.
different genes, different
Genes,
bodies,
Genes,
and
different
shit. Yeah.
backgrounds,
Yeah.
different everything. You know what I mean?
That's up to our parents and our parents' parents and our parents'
Yeah.
parents. There is a way to curve it a little
That's
bit.
what I was gonna say. We probably curve it a little in our small lifespan,
Yeah.
and then for the next
because we do a little
generation, but-
research and stuff.
Yeah, that's what the point is. To change
Yeah.
a little bit, change the whatever happened in the last generation.
Eat fruit.
Twist a little bit. You could never eat too much
You hear
fruit.
this
I want the
motherfucker?
world to know.
You hear this motherfucker over? Eat some fruit.
Eat
For
some
real.
fruit.
You want to live long? Eat some fruit. Have a strawberry.
If you want to fucking, I have a sweet tooth. I want to eat a candy. Fuck the candy bar.
Strawberries,
Eat
blueberries.
fruit.
Yo,
Oranges.
Eat the damn
one of
fruit.
the leading causes of obesity is fucking soda. You're literally people don't understand that is fucking liquid
Corn
candy.
syrup.
That it's liquid candy. It's liquid candy.
Just
like
pour
some-
syrup down
I
your
think I think
throat.
it's wild that I meet people that are like, no, I don't eat candy. Or I don't like candy. I don't like that sweet shit. But then they'll be drinking fucking soda for all day long. And
I'll
I'm like,
take
yo,
I'll
there
take
is
a
that
diet-
much sugar in that shit. Like,
Let me
it's-
get a Diet Coke. Let me get a Diet
Diet
Coke.
Coke.
Yeah,
Zero.
like, and and I'm pretty
Zero.
sure like, when you're doing like the soda machines, you get a huge bag of syrup, and you're
Yeah.
just hooking it up to like
Yep.
carbonated
Carbon water,
It's
yeah.
literally all it is, and a
and
little
it's
and the
just-
flavoring.
Yeah, and it's like the thickest syrup, dude. Like this
Shit's
is
heavy.
Yo,
yeah.
that shit is sticky. Yo, and that's what's going in these people.
Wow.
And that's what they don't realize. Like, you
And
say
then
eat
people-
fruit.
and
You
then-
say eat fruit. I'm saying drink water, motherfucker.
Oh
Don't-
yeah, and
you
then
don't
Oh,
need to
yeah,
drink it out of
water.
it.
but then at the end, right? You're like, some people are like, ooh, this is a little watery. I think you need to change.
It's a little
the-
flat. No, yeah.
Change
the
the
syrup.
It's
syrup
like,
or
oh, you
whatever.
didn't get your fix?
Yeah, it's like, what, bro?
Your fix of literal
Man,
syrup?
I'll fix that. Just tilt your head back. I'll just pour syrup right down your fucking mouth.
Yeah, yo.
Huh?
That's so bad.
And they just let this shit drip. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. I'll be back
Yo,
next
and
week.
it's actually funny too how sticky that shit is.
It's
Like if I
so-
poured it on the table and I had my hand on there, it would be hard for me to take my hand off the
That's
fucking
it.
table.
Yeah.
Wow,
And we'd be
bro.
drinking that all the time. Yeah, I'll have more of
Wow.
that. Let me have another.
Just drink root beer.
It's the same thing.
I know, but it says it's caffeine free.
Yo, I got fucked up real bad by pre-workout. The amount of fucking I would have like a coffee in the morning. And before I go to the gym, I'd take pre-workout, and it's like 400 milligrams of caffeine in like a little scoop. So it got to the point where, like, my heart was just like,
Yeah.
"Hey, I can't stop doing this now. You're gonna have a hard time
He's like,
sleeping."
why are we
Yeah.
climbing a mountain
yeah,
right now?
at 8 o'clock in the morning, trying to sleep,
And you
then-
just sit
and
in
my
there.
blood pressure went up real high, and I
Oh,
was just
word.
like, "Holy fucks!" Because then you start to get like weird ass headaches, and like
Yeah.
your throat feels different. And I'm like, "Oh, I gotta go to the doctor. Back to healthcare again."
Back
It's like,
to
all right, I got poisoned by fucking caffeine. Like, you know what I'm saying with pre-workout. Like, they'll be like, you need this.
Yep.
If you want to have a workout and you want to have a good workout, you need this.
You want to get
Now
the
I don't
gains?
do shit. I don't do any of that shit. I'm just like, go have a workout, and guess what? It's the same
Hey,
fucking thing.
Yeah.
Little by little.
Just drink
Like,
water.
listen, they'd be like, take two. My brother would be like, take 2 of these protein scoops into this thing. I'd be like, 2 taste like ass. 1 is better than none.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I just drink this. I don't need like
Protein.
every fucking day. It's
That,
like, yo, bro,
that powder's okay.
I'm all right with
That's
it.
not bad. Yeah.
Scooping
Yeah.
up
I
out
mean,
of
that's good.
Yeah,
for you.
niggas be just
like motherfucking Winnie the
I'm
Pooh.
like, what
Add
the
a little protein.
like Winnie the Pooh.
I got honey pot.
I'm like, holy shit. What you about to do? Go sit at the office
they-
now, bro? You just farting?
or like, yo, yeah, like that's gonna happen. Like sweating while they're typing. Yes,
I
Oh,
need. I
man.
got.
that's just so bad. For
I
me.
made 50,000 pizzas today.
God damn.
in an hour.
In an hour.
I can't stop moving.
Drooling
Yo.
and shit.
Yo, that's actually a pretty good topic. Talking about how crazy, like there'll be people that work out just to like make videos of themselves, and like this is what I do. Like I think it's funny that how social media took this weird fucking turn that nobody really noticed, where it's like everybody's a self-help guru now. Everybody, you could be a self-help guru. You could be one. You know what? All you got to do is go to the gym and tape yourself doing a workout. Now, Now you're in
yeah.
somebody's head and you're giving them an opinion and you're blah blah
Yeah.
blah. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I think it's wild, and a lot of people follow that shit. Like you know what I mean? Like if you were like,
Get a Peloton.
Get the fuck out.
But how truthful? Like you could get. You ever see those videos where they got a sensei who don't really know shit, and then
Yeah.
the sensei goes up against like an actual fucking black belt,
Yeah.
and it just destroys this motherfucker. And you're like, how did you get this dojo with all these people doing shit like this?
Yeah.
And then they fall.
And then they fight like a
fucking
no
Mystic Sensei.
no ranked UFC fighter beats the living fuck
beats
out
the
of them.
shit out of him.
Yeah.
You're
It's
like,
like, listen, I know
Huh.
the moves, but we don't actually have physical contact.
Yeah, some shit like that.
Yeah, you know what
I think that's another good one where martial arts took that weird fucking turn where like it's more of like a cardio thing now than it is an actual.
Like some of them are great for cardio, but like if your class is about that, nigga, say that. And if a fucking other dojo, or
Don't
whatever,
say that this will change your life and you
yeah,
can defeat anybody.
You could
like, nah.
if a motherfucker's coming at you, do Tai Chi, nigga.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, have fun getting punched
whip
in the
out
head.
that blicky. No,
No, Chris wouldn't have
I'm
that.
just kidding, I'm
No,
just
Chris
kidding.
would have that. No.
I'm just
CK
kidding.
over here is that guy.
No,
Where
he'll
he's like,
body
oh, you have a
slam
gun?
body slam.
Yeah.
Yo, he'll turn to Zangief, chest hairs and shit. Just,
Done, bro.
I don't need a gun. Steel
I
body.
got 2 guns right here, son. Come on, you don't know how to throw hands, you
Son,
a
that's
loser.
funny.
I wonder how often people actually do get their asses beat learning from those
People
guys.
say,
I wonder how
Oh,
often that
like
happens.
their students is getting fucked up.
yeah, 'cause they
oh,
think
my
they're- Oh, yeah, man.
God.
I wonder how often that happens.
Oh my
they
god.
need to. We should put that out there. Everybody that thinks you're a badass karate fighter, throw your videos up, tag us.
Tag us. I want to
and
watch
I
it.
want to see.
I'm
you
not
know.
saying I could beat you.
But I was gonna say,
I bet you somebody
though.
could.
Did you do some kind of kung fu or something?
Yeah, I did it for a long time. I did
Jiu-jitsu
taekwondo.
and taekwondo.
I did taekwondo and kickboxing.
that's what it was.
I like kickboxing because
I saw him in a tournament.
Yeah, you did. You went. That was
Remember, I
right.
videotaped it.
Yeah, I remember that. I don't know.
Yeah,
how
I
did
lost that tablet too.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, again, I'm not a professional or
robbed.
anything, but at the
Even
end of the day, none
Well-
of that shit. Don't smoke if you want to. You know, in martial
Yeah.
arts, like you gotta. There's like, it is truly, if you want to get real good and you want to be like unstoppable. Like when you see people like Conor McGregor and these motherfuckers,
You gotta
that
learn
go to-
everything.
I loved watching Conor McGregor fight Mayweather because Mayweather is he's got cardio coming out of his fucking ass. Like the dude can go
He don't do
300
no
rounds.
drugs.
Yeah, he could go 300 rounds if he wanted
This
to.
nigga
And then
be-
there's Conor who's like, I can't even hold my arms up
He
anymore.
broke
It's
his own leg.
like, yeah, he did.
What the hell is that?
Dude, you see how big he is now? Conor
Nah.
McGregor? I mean, I also think it's
Broke
funny
his
that.
own leg.
that was the most.
Yo,
funny
so did Silva.
fucking
Silva did
fight
that shit too.
ever.
That nigga broke his
Oh,
own leg.
what I was gonna say though is like, people say like, if Bruce Lee ever got in a serious fight, he would get his
He
ass
get his
kicked.
ass beat. Yeah, they say
He
that
would go
all the time.
down.
I've
like,
been hearing that
he's-
more and more.
It's
Dude, he was like
not-
120 pounds. He was like,
It's like me. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
if
but
I ever,
you ain't going to try to fight Zangief. That's what people
Yeah,
put
yeah,
Bruce
yeah.
Lee on that level. We're like, oh, he could beat anybody.
he
It's
could
like,
beat
nah,
anybody. Like,
I don't
That's
know
what
about that.
that's what he's known for. That's his biggest thing. But a lot of people were like, dude, like, I think there's a couple people that even proved it. Like, I think somebody was training with him.
I'm trying to
a
think
couple
of that.
people, and they were like, yeah, no.
What was the
Bruce Lee-
movie with Jet Li? He went around.
DMX?
Nah, that was a dope ass movie. Where Jet Li, what the fuck was it? I think it was like the
Fearless.
Last Hero,
Fearless.
something like that. Where he went around and fought all different
That's
countries
the one
of
where-
people.
Yeah.
And then he fought this one American dude that was a boxer.
boxer,
and
yeah,
he
yeah, yeah.
Outboxed the shit out of him, but he ended up like punching his muscles or some gay shit. You know, they do some corny plot theories. Oh, pressure point in his muscles. Now he can't use his muscles. Nigga, I would have
Shut
headbutted
the
your
fuck
ass.
up. Yeah. And I think he was a Brit, right? The guy was
Yeah,
British.
yeah, he's like a British dude, yeah.
He would have fucked him
Yo,
up.
son,
Yeah.
hit him with them crooked teeth, nigga. Ah.
Like, dude, yeah. That's what I'm happy that I don't see that much. Yo, I also love that. I see a lot of people doing
That movie was
jiu-jitsu. Brazilian jiu-jitsu.
Oh,
I've
yeah,
never
that's
done
a
that.
big thing,
I'm
though.
not saying it's a bad thing or anything, but like it's very situational for that.
I am not going to the ground on concrete.
Or like, why you want to go to the ground at all?
Yeah, I'm
like,
not trying to go to the ground.
How
nigga.
many fist fights have you fucking seen? Real ones that actually went to the ground. That person
That
wasn't
were
already
good
fucked.
fights,
Like real ones.
like real ones.
Real fights.
Yeah, not like once they go to the
I've
ground,
seen
it was pummeled.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
they went to the ground, and it was like
mad
roll-
drunk idiots go to the
Yeah,
ground. bro.
yeah, but they
yeah,
be,
yeah.
but like by the time you're on the ground, the fight's over pretty much. It's just that guy beating your ass.
Yeah,
you know what I
that's
mean?
what I'm saying. You get
Like that's why,
pummeled
like
now, yeah.
I understand jujitsu's awesome and it's good for sports. It's good for like learning. It's a good like to round you out as a fighter.
It'll work out.
It's just like taekwondo. I learned that shit. I learned how to kick real fucking high. I would never fucking do that if somebody was actually gonna fight.
Yeah, there's
me.
no time
I
for
would
that.
never. There's no time for that.
Unless they come up and they have a sign that says I'm gonna do taekwondo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or they announce it like verbally.
I'm gonna kick your face.
Yeah.
So then you're like,
I'm
okay.
a kicker.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you're not gonna do that
No.
with like a boxer, bro. You're gonna box a boxer, bro. Like you're not.
Going for the chin.
Yeah.
If you try to tackle me, I'm gonna flip you somehow. Or then we gotta go to the ground. Like it's motherfuckers that think they wrestlers and shit.
Yeah.
Cause I know a homie. He a little dude, bro. I'm a short dude. He's shorter than me. This nigga will out wrestle most niggas. You know what I'm saying? Cause you can't. You know how the wrestlers they be on the ground so well, you can't even pick these niggas up.
Yeah.
That's the style. But like he could still pick you the fuck up somehow. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Still launch you, you know what I'm saying?
that's why I was saying like it's good jujitsu and shit, that wrestling shit. That's good. It's good to be able to do that. It's good.
But yeah,
it's good to round you out. But like
situational,
if you're
Yeah,
taking it
situational.
because you're like, oh, I want to be able to defend myself, you're probably just better off taking a kickboxing, like because you're gonna get a lot of cardio. You'll throw a couple kicks. You're gonna learn how to take a bunch of punches. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna well round you in a way that you're a street fighter. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Or
Brazilian jiu-jitsu, you're not really getting punched in the face.
No, at all.
Most
0%.
interactions. So you're just like,
Yeah.
that tournament that I went to, that Taekwondo tournament,
Capoeira.
I couldn't punch anybody in the face. Do you have any idea how hard it is taking martial arts and you're not allowed to punch a motherfucker in the face?
That's
You're just
crazy.
not allowed to do it. It's like, oh yeah, you can kick them in the headgear, but you can't. Like it's just like it's a sport. Like a lot of that shit just evolved into like a sport than it is like.
that's why MMA came through, bro. The niggas was sick of all that shit. They were like,
Everything.
bring it.
Learn
Whatever you think you
everything.
know, yeah, bring it.
Early MMA is awesome. It
Yeah, they
really
just went
is.
the fuck in,
Dude,
bro.
it's really so
That was
fucking cool.
Bloody hell.
Yeah. Well, like no pad, no nothing.
Nothing,
Just
bro.
like yo, I do karate. Yo, I'm a wrestler. Let's fucking do it.
Let's
Motherfuckers'
go.
nails was crushing. Anybody feet nails and shit, they kick
Oh,
them,
yeah.
bleeding. I was like, yo, you gotta get destroyed, bro.
It's like tapping his nail on the ground.
ting, 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 ting. Like the fucking Velociraptor from
Exactly. Exactly, yo.
Clever girl.
That's funny shit, yo.
Yeah, martial arts got way out of there, and that's why that's what we were talking. The original topic was the fucking social media thing. That's just like working out and fucking martial arts, and you like it's all just fucking it's trash.
It's wild
It's
stuff,
just trash.
dude.
I feel like learning on your own if you want.
Yeah.
If you really give a fuck about like
Go somewhere.
I don't know, like I think if you have a daughter, like Z, you should probably do some kind of how to defend herself against a stronger opponent type shit. Because
we're
you're not
working
gonna.
on
I know. I'm just saying it for like.
She's
Teach
in
her to
piano
fight
audience
dirty.
and
Teach
shit
her
like
to
that.
fight dirty. That's how you win
Poke
fights.
the eyes
She's
out.
in
Fucking
piano
dirty.
lessons right now.
She ready to play her own soundtrack before she whips somebody ass.
I'm gonna play you.
She's like, I'm about to- oh, we battling? Let me hit you with that Final Fantasy battle theme.
The sharp one. Just Jaws. Dun, 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 dun.
That's so fucking true.
Bow.
Yup.
Well, we got a topic to wrap it up.
Ooh,
I don't know if we kept on this page at all.
yeah. I don't
Wait,
know
let's
what
talk
that
about
is.
J.K. Rowling.
What do we think about her?
I like J.K. Rowling.
I don't give a fuck.
You never
I
liked
like
Harry Potter?
Harry Potter's cool, but I don't
She
give a
wrote Harry
Harry-
Potter.
I don't care about the
Harry
creators of
Potter
most things.
really probably would not super change my life if it was not around. You know what I mean?
Yeah, me either.
I could do it. You know what I mean?
He's just exhausted. He's like, yeah. man.
Now, there's definitely
Definitely.
people that the only reason they're still alive is probably because of those books and the movies.
Yo, that game was fire. I saw that Hogwarts game. That game was
Yeah.
fucking fire.
But yeah,
That
like
was hot. Yeah, that game was.
I don't know, like whatever.
Listen,
But
what?
for-
Yo, there's
for
a
the-
lot-
for
she's-
her for her fan
Yo.
base
Oh,
though,
man,
which
you're
is
gonna love this.
which is gigantic.
Yeah,
It's
yo,
humongous.
she reminds me
Around the world.
Around the
bro.
world.
We were just talking about people that just shut the fuck up, and she's definitely one of them.
Bro.
We talk like Trump, Kanye, J.K. Rowling.
But
you guys shut
she
the
up there,
fuck up.
bro.
Stop saying that shit. Like,
social media.
don't say that. Don't say that.
Freedom of
Say
speech.
that
Listen, hey.
privately. Don't be saying that shit out loud.
She
Like,
want to use her platform for this reason.
yeah, that's what I mean.
All the people that follow you, and this is what you want to talk about every day.
I wonder how
J.K.
many people
Rowling.
agreed with her.
First, let's just keep up with what the. If you don't
Yo,
know,
hold on. Yo,
J.K. Rowling.
Yeah. What? Yeah, I was just gonna ask that.
She don't get down with the rainbow.
All right. That's
That's
what
as
it is.
fair
That's
as
what
I can
thought.
say that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But instead of saying like,
Whatever, man.
I hate the rainbow, she say like close to that. She say like, I don't agree with the rainbow. I don't really like the rainbow. I don't really
Don't
care
talk to
what
me
the
about the
rainbow
rainbow,
think. Yeah, that's how she don't. That's how she say. But the last thing she spoke about that made it awful.
Yo, but what the fuck does that have anything to do with Harry Potter and all the shit she created?
That's the
Yeah,
point.
I,
The
like
people-
who fucking cares?
they
Let her
were
say
like,
whatever she wants.
We're gonna boycott your game.
whatever.
She's like, that's not even my fucking game.
Yeah.
PlayStation made that shit.
And then it's like, yo,
I gave him the rights.
Gave him the rights, idiot.
Did you see any of the movies or read any of the books? I already got your bread, bro.
Yeah,
like, it
yeah,
don't
I already
matter.
got you. Yeah, you know, it's like for them to.
There's like a fucking Harry Potter store. You ever go to one of those? There's a couple of them.
Son, they got
What,
the
is there
fucking
one?
Universal.
Universal, yeah.
Harry
Oh,
Potter
yeah, the
Street,
whole
nigga. It's like a whole block.
That's right.
Like she won
You
already.
been to that or nah?
No,
I haven't been there
Disney
either.
World in a long time.
Son, it's cool.
Is it good? You been there?
You
went to
Oh,
it?
no shit.
Yeah, when
Oh,
this is
yeah,
LeBron
that's
and them. Yeah.
right. That's
Fucking
right.
Gabby love all that Harry Potter shit. We was all through that motherfucker. You get a wand. You get to buy. Mind you, there's fucking stores with wands
So J.K. Rowling
Everywhere.
win.
all
Just
over
saying.
the place.
There's not enough wands.
Same ones, different ones. Just you gotta look. There's boxes like a fucking library. You couldn't even count this shit. So many fucking ones. You're supposed to open them all. Look at your favorite fucking. Which one chooses me? Even though they're kind of all the same, just mixed around
It's a
randomly.
piece of wood.
Yeah,
The one
yeah.
that I paid for chose me.
Your body.
The fuck?
J.K. Rowling win.
The one that you get to go around the little town,
Yeah.
and there's some spots where you could use your wand to perform magic in the area. So like there'd be a fountain. What's up, Z? All right, it's just across the thing, but
Yeah,
You
but go
got-
ahead.
you could walk around like we didn't do everything because it was kind of late by the time we was actually trying to do this magic shit. But there was like a fountain. There'd be some shit on the floor. Like, oh, this is one of them spots.
Boom, and like the fountain stops or
But, like,
does some shit.
Nah, it's like kind of, but it'll show you what you're supposed to do with your wand, like a symbol you're supposed to make,
I forget that shit.
or
Yeah,
a way
where
you're
they,
supposed
like-
to do it,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then, bro, we be here by the fountain 100 times. That ain't it. Damn, I'm doing the exact thing. All right, and the little kid come by. Fucking fountain shooting out water. I said, yo, what the fuck, nigga? I'm standing right here. I feel like an idiot.
You didn't buy the
I-
right
Am
one.
I a
All right.
muggle? I ain't got no power.
Oh yeah.
You didn't buy the right one.
Right, I bought a cheap one or some shit. But the park got that. There's a big ass dragon.
More fun, less fun.
Dude, the dragon was sick. There's a dragon on a castle or a bank, whatever the fuck it is, and it just
Yeah, bank.
blows big fire every fucking 5-10 minutes or something like that. It just goes, "Row, boom, blows a big ass fire shit.
See,
You can
alright,
feel
alright.
that shit from the floor.
I mean,
Here's what. Okay.
I'm not mad at Harry Potter, but
the world
here's
is
what-
cool, but
I
I'm not
got
gonna
a
boycott
good
that shit.
question. to
Go
that.
for it.
So J.K. Rowling, she be hating on the gays and people be hating on her and they're boycotting the game, blah blah blah.
Yep.
So who the okay? And what we kind of agree on is like who fucking cares about her opinion? Like, like she came out
Who
with
are
Harry
you?
Potter. She's not like an activist for the fucking gay community or for
Yeah, and her word is not gonna change.
No, it's not gonna change
anything.
fucking
They don't
anything,
care
yeah.
about it in the Congress or anything.
No.
You're not gonna change any laws.
So
or-
who? Here's a good question.
use it as a reference.
Who would you get like be a little worried if they be saying shit like that? Like, do you feel like people in Congress? Would you be like, man, maybe you shouldn't be
Donald
saying
Trump.
yeah.
that? Sorry, I had to look.
That's why
That's what I was
Donald-
gonna say. Like, that is
Donald
why
Trump
you
be
gotta worry
fucking
about
up.
people
Can't
like
be
that,
saying
right?
Kanye West also, even though now he say he
Kanye-
cool
again,
with the
he's gotta
Jews
shut
and
the
all that
fuck
shit.
up. Like,
Just be chill, bro. Like, I don't know, bro.
well, but again, that goes back to J.K. Rowling, where it's like Kanye's just a fucking artist. Like, he can say whatever kind of weird shit he wants. He doesn't make any
You
decisions.
can. I don't want to say straight up stay in your lane type of thing. People, you can evolve.
You can have that
You
opinion.
got one life to
But
live.
they should be
live it
entitled
up.
to that
but
shit.
you should like do your research and be respectful.
be
if you're
respectful.
that popular,
like,
because
type
is that
of
what you're
thing,
saying?
you know
Like
what
if
I
you're
mean?
if you like basically like it's the price of fame. Like if you're that
Yeah.
popular, maybe you shouldn't be saying hateful shit. Kind of like that. I mean, I guess that's all right. I can agree with that.
you could like people got their views and beliefs and whatever, right? To me, like I just saw a bill the other day talking about since the Roe v. Wade thing was passed, I think there's 14 states that have banned abortion under
that's
6
wild.
weeks.
For whatever reason.
For-
That is
you
wild.
gotta somehow know 6 weeks in that you're pregnant.
Bunch of old
Most
ass
women don't. I've seen
white
girls,
people.
Listen, I met girls that didn't even know they were pregnant and had a kid.
Yeah.
6 weeks, bro. That's
How you
9
supposed
months.
to
She'd
know?
be
I don't
walking around
know.
with
I'm
I think
saying
it's a weird rule.
shouldn't-
It's up to the women,
Yeah.
all that shit. But
Yeah, up to the women. Whatever. It's
the
your
point of
body.
it was like, damn, what the fuck were we just talking about before I was talking about the abortion thing?
J.K. Rowling.
Or people. We were talking about like people like staying in their lane. Where like, yeah, you can have your opinion, but you should like, maybe
If
be
you're
good
gonna
about
switch
it.
a lane, yeah, just go about it respectfully.
Yeah, I forgot where I was going. I think I was gonna say like, you're not gonna change the rule of it all. Like you could, if you don't know about something, you want to learn about something. It's cool to debate about that shit and all that shit. But if you're not gonna debate about it, it is what it is.
The dude, wild another thing,
Uh-huh.
because we've had to talk about like abortion stuff, and we definitely feel like that's not a conversation that men should have. Like we shouldn't be a part of that. Like if you can give
Not in
birth,
the law. I'm
it's
not trying to make a law. My nigga, you know what I'm saying?
like
I'll have
but
an
if
opinion
this
with
woman
my
wants
girl.
to
and
have
shit
this
like,
baby or not,
Or
that's
not,
up to
that's up
her.
to you.
You could have a conversation with your spouse, but it shouldn't be something
like
political.
like a political thing. Yeah, like
Well,
if I got a girl, she's like, "I'm pregnant, let's have it," and then all of a sudden, like 7 months in, you say you don't want to have this kid now. After I done bought some shit, I'm gonna be a little mad about it. But I'm not also gonna say, if you do it, I'm gonna kill you or something. You know, I'm not gonna be like, I'm not gonna say that you can't do what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? I will definitely dump your ass.
Well, you be. Oh, damn it, Eric, that's terrible.
But
That's
come
why,
on.
that's why motherfuckers have to pay child support. This guys
I'm
like
like,
that.
yo, listen, you go. Hey, if we don't agree on this, hey, I wish
I was
you
gonna
well.
say-
See, you know what I'm saying?
in Florida,
You got cold
Later,
feet,
Eric
obviously.
be like later.
I see you.
I believe in Florida they
Baby's not here. I'm not here.
is it the governor? I guess maybe it's the governor of Florida, but he put a ban on like any type of reading material, like books in schools that at all influence homosexuality. How wild is that? And some of the books, like
Such a weird
some of the people that are like
I have a thing about
choosing.
this too.
Well, wait.
Go
Some
ahead,
of
go
the
ahead,
people that are choosing what books to ban are like let's just say it was like Emily. Emily's whoever is probably really nobody. You know what I mean? But Emily went in and she picked out 30 books to ban.
Yeah.
And then you're like,
Did
you even read any of these books? And they'll be like, oh, we skimmed through them. And it's like, what? And you banned it? And it might not even have anything to do with homosexuality. Maybe it's like two bears that are like brothers, and they go on a trip in the forest and they get honey, and then but they're cool and high five, and it's like, that's gay. Get it out of there.
Gay,
That's gonna teach.
Get it out of there.
That's gonna teach some kid or influence some kid to take it down that path. But it's like, what is going on, dude?
I heard some. These are. I saved this chart the other day. I have a. Hold on one second. Let me read this. Okay, cool. I work with high school kids. So I'd be like, how do y'all feel about some shit that's going on?
Yeah.
Just tell me, you know what I'm saying? And they like to argue all the fucking time, but they also don't have fully developed brains, so I have to take that into consideration. But like, the one thing is like, she asked me, she was like, how do you feel about, just randomly, she's like, how do you feel about gay marriage? I was like, how do I feel about gay marriage? I was like, let me gather them thoughts, because I really don't think about this shit.
Yeah, I don't feel
like anything, you know what I'm saying? I was like,
Yeah,
what, you want to get
whatever.
married? But then
Yeah,
I
you
said, I
wanna
was
get
like,
married,
I really
go
don't give a fuck. I was like, but they had that one movie with Kevin James and whatever the fuck the other dude's name is. I think Mike
I
Wahlberg.
love that movie.
Yeah. When they get married.
It's
the fuck is that movie?
Adam Sandler.
It's Kevin James, right?
Yeah, Kevin James and Adam Sandler.
They have like a fake marriage.
They have a
Try
fake
to-
gay
Yeah,
wedding.
they're firemen.
Yeah.
And they do it
Marry
for
Me
like
or something like that.
something like that.
I
They
don't
do
know.
it for like unjust reasons. I'll just say
Okay.
they're trying to get a check or a loan or.
Oh no, he's trying to. So, Kevin James's wife dies and he has 2 kids.
Yeah.
So, in order, was it for money?
It's some money related.
But
There's some money because
there's
they didn't
some
want.
other
They
part,
couldn't have
like,
him known. Like
He
you know
was
what I'm saying?
getting some kind of a funky review by somebody for something. Like it wasn't just like.
Well,
for
they were
money.
trying to see if they're actually gay. That's the whole movie. They're like,
Yeah.
you guys got to kiss now. And it was
That,
like
that was in court, right?
Yeah.
I think at the
It
end
was
of
a
the
funny ass movie. But I was just saying, like, if any reason, if people are getting married for that
like
reason
Frank and
at
Larry get
all,
married or something.
that should be no bueno.
Yo, what-
but that happens all the time on both sides, anyways.
I don't think
People
that.
get married just
Yo,
to get a visa, bro.
Exactly
Like,
my point. Like that happens on both sides. So I
that's
really
that's
don't
actually
feel
pretty
no.
fucking common.
I really don't
Yeah.
feel no type of way about gay marriage if the regular marriage, if it is even called regular marriage, it's even tainted the same way. You know, people get married for unjust reasons all fucking time. Like
I think the information should always be out there, and I don't think that censoring anything homosexual is the answer. Like
Not at all.
even if you're not if you're not about that, that's fine. But like. I guess to me it's when I saw things like that when I was younger growing up, like it wasn't like that defined my sexuality. You know what I mean? Like I made my own fucking decisions.
we had a
about
couple
it.
jokes. We had a couple jokes.
Yeah.
how
But we
young were
weren't,
you
like-
when
But
you
no-
started seeing that?
I'm
you can remember.
probably
Forever,
young.
dude.
I can't
Look
think
at
of
the Disney movies, bro. Like there's probably so much I feel like I've seen it like all over the place. Never had a problem
This is
with it.
Yeah, I was just like, that's part of the world.
Yeah,
Like,
it's like,
some,
I just don't want to
some
do
dudes
that.
like dudes, some girls like girls.
all. I
That's just how it
don't
is.
wanna do it. And
Like,
then you got the greedy niggas that want everybody.
I just think when we were young, they
whatever.
didn't really show that type of
I'll
shit.
bang them all.
Like when we saw our Disney shows and shit like that, or Disney movies, none of that was really implemented. And if it was hidden in a way that
Yeah.
only that group knew what the fuck
yeah,
was talking
facts.
about. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, all right. So back to this conversation I had with this high school motherfucker. I said, yo, what about the books? Because I showed the chart and it was saying like all of a sudden the rate in which people identify as homosexual or any LGBTQ has all of a sudden got like super duper high in the last maybe 5 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's a reason why charts move like this. So we just try to find a reason, you know. So you could either say that it's an agenda being pushed, or you could just say it's something that's more accepted.
Yeah.
One of the two, you know. But I'm not picking any answers. I'm just saying.
oh
like,
yeah, I get what you're saying. Like,
why is it jump so high? You know what I'm saying?
but there's a hate. You're basically saying it's an agenda being pushed is like the hateful way to look at it.
But no, it's not really because when this motherfuckers, we was in middle school, we go through phases. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I go through emo phases. I thought I was a screamo metal nigga. I thought I was and all this shit. You go through a phase, but you go in and out of that shit. But I think it's kind of odd, not odd, but like unfair that if your phase results in you changing your whole gender, like your balls and your whatever is gone.
Yeah, it's wild.
That's like you can't even come back from this shit. You know what I'm
shit's
saying? Like
wild. Yeah.
if this really is a phase, because you know. Every kid
Can't
has a
reverse
phase they
that
go through
jump.
that shit. You can't reverse that time. And if you do, there's people that are reversing it and they just like, this is the worst decision I ever fucking made. And they're against the pushing of it. That's really the people who be like, stop this gay pushing shit, da da da. Because I was in it and then when I came back, and my body's fucked up and da da da. It's like, yeah, I get it, but the thing was like, does it really bother you? Like if you go to watch a movie and you see a father and a mom's kissing, you don't think nothing. If you saw two dudes kissing, you might think something.
I'm like, oh, they're gay.
Yeah, but see,
Yeah, but
listen,
why,
in
why
my
would you
opinion,
even
no,
think
no.
you wouldn't even?
If I saw two dudes kissing, that doesn't make me want to kiss a dude. And I think that's what people need to realize. Like, your sexuality is just how you are.
Yeah,
like, to
and
me,
if
like,
someone
one
saw
life
that and
to
it was
live.
attracted to that, they're like,
all right,
oh,
go
maybe
you,
I
yeah,
am
whatever.
gay.
Yeah, then
I
go
didn't
kiss a
even
dude.
know
Yeah,
that
do your
dudes could
thing.
kiss each other.
I'll say
Yeah. You know what I mean? But that didn't define. Yeah.
With that shit being said, I'll also say it's definitely not good. Again, yeah, to push it on like an undeveloped mind.
Right,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
my
Yeah,
thing
yeah,
with it.
yeah.
It's the same thing with religion. You don't
Like,
push
you don't
this
really
shit.
know.
Yeah.
Religion,
Like you're
religion,
not,
dude.
you're not old
it's
enough
fuck-
to really know.
You're
Like,
not
you
old
don't
enough to
even
really know. You know what I'm saying?
So, but I mean, like, whatever. You however you're gonna raise your kid, however you're gonna, whatever. One life, your kid, whatever. But I do feel like it's kind of tough. Sometimes I talk to some kids that run around in my neighborhood. It's a kid. I'm a nice guy if I'm sitting on my porch, you know. Kid will come up, want to talk to this and that. And the one kid, this kid had to be maybe 10 years old, maybe. Maybe, I don't know. I'll bring it down to like 7 actually. And this kid is telling me how he's got mad girlfriends in grade school and that some of them he's gotten busy with. And I'm like, what? I'm like, you don't even know what that stuff is. You know what I mean?
Why you be doing that? Yeah.
What are you doing, bro?
Their household wild like that.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
You know what I'm
I
saying?
feel like that's rough. But it's like just hearing that come out of a little kid's mouth. It's like,
Plus,
dude,
they got
you,
these things,
you don't
bro.
even, yeah, you like, bro, you don't even know. Like, just be a kid.
Yeah.
Have fun, man.
Don't grow up too fast. Yo,
Don't-
that's a big problem in America, I think, where
don't-
kids are growing up too fast.
You know,
And
Don't
they-
worry about adult shit. Don't be
Yeah,
doing that.
bro.
Go play
Yeah, you
there's
video
a whole
games.
lot of there's
Yeah.
a whole lot of consequences that come with the responsibility of, you know, getting it on. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah.
you know what I mean? Because it can go one way or
Yeah,
the
you end up
other.
with 3 fucking kids like me.
Yeah, it could go one way or the other, though. You know what I mean?
I love those little shits,
mental wise, health wise, all that stuff. But it's and financial wise, so it's like, just be a kid. And
They don't
today
care.
in society, and that's part of like the number. You know what I mean? Like how you're saying on the chart.
Yeah, it's just like
Yo, okay. So talking about young kids being, you know,
Saying wild
in
ass
front of that.
shit.
Like I think, like at a certain age, you kind of just figure out your own sexuality. But I don't think young kids should have that a preference. Like I understand, like you shouldn't push that stuff on kids because they shouldn't be fucking worried about that at
Yeah.
7, 8,
Not all,
9,
dude. Learn how
10,
to tie
12,
your- learn how to
whatever.
tie
Like
your
you shouldn't
shoes,
be,
bro.
Yeah, you shouldn't be worried about that. You should just be doing kid stuff.
Like,
Like
you writing cursive
like-
yet?
listen,
Like, what the
learn how to
fuck?
be a kind fucking human. Like learn how to have empathy, sympathy, all that shit. Like
learn how
Yeah,
the society works around you. Like
yeah,
those
learn,
are,
learn how things
And then that
go. You know, so
and
learn
that's
some
up to
manners.
the
motherfucker,
parent.
like-
You know what I mean? Some kids are unfortunately don't have great parents or don't have a parent figure at all.
Yeah.
Like just a figure, let alone, your biological.
I don't want
Yeah.
to bring religion into this shit, but most of the states that did the abortion thing was because of religion. It's like because the state is a Christian state, they're like,
Wild, dude.
they have to say these things because if you don't,
tough.
then you're lying
Wild,
to yourself
dude.
about your own God. You have to obey
Get
those rules.
religion out of there. Get the politics out of there.
Get the money out of there.
Get the money out of there, man.
Govern the people, bro. That's it.
Yo, religious people be mad anti-gay too. There's
It's
a lot of,
in
there's
the
a lot of-
Bible, bro.
There's a lot of hate in religion.
It's
dude.
in the
I've been
Bible.
seeing that more and more lately. Where
They tie gay shit to like the end of time shit. They say once people start being super gay all the time, some crazy shit finna happen. God gonna blow this shit up or Sodom and
That's fucked
Gomorrah,
up.
Yeah,
blah
I
blah
was
blah.
gonna say,
That's
and
what
just
they
like
do,
that,
yeah.
dude. Gay shit been going on forever.
All the time.
Forever.
And it's the funny story about Sodom and
Bible's
Gomorrah.
got a bunch of that
It was
junk.
God's angels that came down and did the gay shit,
Yep. Boom.
Yeah, they
just
wipe
like King Leonidas.
But then they use that shit, like for priests and stuff, they get the pass until they get caught. But they get the pass, so they do all
They
this
get the
funky
relocation,
stuff with little
bro.
kids and all that stuff.
That
and-
shit is so fishy. Like,
Yo, one of my favorite religion getting fucked up for the shit that they do is did you ever see the Castlevania show? It's on
the
Netflix.
Netflix one.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I only saw, like, 2
love
episodes.
how those demons came out and were like, your God isn't here. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
Your God's love is not.
Oh,
when he
Castlevania,
came
the
in-
cartoon,
Yeah,
like
yeah, the
Futurama,
animated-
like,
yeah.
Okay, yeah, totally.
Yeah, where
that is
the,
a hilarious.
the priest is like, I'm in
awesome
God's
show.
house. You can't be in here. And he's
Yeah,
like,
Dragon
your
is
God's
like,
love is not
Yeah, the
unconditional.
little
like,
demon. What was his name? What's that little black guy?
from where?
He's like he's the devil. He's like the devil. He's a demon. He's a little black guy. He looks like
from
I don't know.
Castlevania?
That's the animal
Yeah.
crossing.
In
You know what I'm
Castlevania, he
talking
was the
about?
one who was like whipping his back. He did that weird shit. He can like turn.
yeah, and he's got like his tail has like the little diamond on it or whatever. But he's all black. He's like completely black. I forget who the voice is.
I only saw one episode of the Castlevania. It was
You should watch it. It's pretty good. It's
Yeah, I
actually
heard it's
good.
pretty damn
Yeah,
good.
it's
It's
actually
pretty
good.
Hilarious.
But yeah, I just think religion just needs to. I don't think it needs to die out. I think it has its purpose.
For
and
sure.
and I think it helps a lot
Some
of people.
people,
But
yeah, some people need that.
yeah,
shit.
it's good to
I
have.
was just talking to another. No joke, and I'm sorry to cut you off. Right
No,
there,
you're
but
good.
like, just talking to this other guy, he comes up to me, and I'm like out in public, and he's like, "Yo, aren't you Chris or whatever?" And I'm like, "Who's asking?" You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
who the hell is you?
yeah.
Oh, yo, I used to be cool with your sister. And this is like way back, like high school, way. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And I'm like, I don't know. And I'm not gonna say his name on the thing.
Yeah.
And he's just like talking about like, school, and we went to Catholic schools and stuff like that. And I was like, yeah, I don't do none of that stuff, man. I don't go to church like that. I'm done with all that. And he was just like, oh, I need it. And I was like,
Some people need it.
He's like, I have to go, dude. And I'm like,
I think that stems from the idea of like when you need. It's crazy because people practice religion for lots of reasons, but I feel like a lot of them do it for the idea of you need to act a certain way so that when you die you go to a good place.
Fact.
And
help
I think
you sleep at night.
yeah, but in the end I think that comes down to like a lack of morals being taught to you. Like the more morals you learn when you're younger, the less likely that you're gonna worry about, I'm gonna go to hell when I fucking die because I'm a bad person. You know what I mean? Like if you learn, this is right and this is wrong. Religion teaches that. You
And
know
we're
what I
kind
mean?
of talking about just the Christian religion.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
All the other
yeah.
religions really don't even give a fuck about after death. And shit
yeah,
like
no,
that.
absolutely.
They don't all follow the same.
Dude, a lot of Viking lore is fucking hysterical.
Viking is all about that.
It's all over the place.
Say
But
if you died on the battlefield,
you going,
good.
you're gonna get some bitches, and
Yeah.
you're gonna feast, and you're gonna be with all your warrior homies.
but
like,
if you died in the town like a bum
yeah,
from sickness or
You don't
some
go
whack
there.
shit,
You
you
don't
don't
go
go nowhere.
Yeah,
you know
go
what I'm
there,
saying?
yeah.
So
Or
they
you
them
die
niggas-
and you get like, what is it, 1,000 versions?
that's
Or
the
100
Islam or
virgins?
something like
Islam,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Something like that. Some
another weird
one of
one.
them over there.
Wild.
whoever thought
But
that
you gotta
up?
be pure as fuck. That's what they like. You gotta be pure as fuck. You gotta be for your people. That's why when they do the suicide shit, they're like, "Yo, I'm pure as fuck, and I'm gonna end my life doing something for my God."
yeah, and I'm gonna
that
go
means
to
I'm
heaven.
gonna go straight there.
What?
That's
why
they think. They think it's a
religion-
fast
And-
ticket. You know what I'm saying?
And I'd say, okay, you know what?
But they
I'm feeling
brainwash
a
to
little
think those things.
Yeah, I'm feeling a little crazy. But I pray and I go to church all the time. But I'm going to go kill like 50 people. But it's okay because God will forgive me because I'm...
No, it's what God wants in that.
Yeah, or they use it like that. Like
It's
it's not even
excuse.
like I got the backup. Like it doesn't matter. Like I'm gonna die. I'm gonna go to heaven.
Yeah.
And or I got the message that God wants me to do, that I have to do this. This is what.
That's
I
why
need
it's
to do.
wild. That's why it's wild with Christianity, where like there's so much hate. Like,
wild, dude.
you hate gay people. You hate, if you act this certain way, it's just
hate
hate.
this tribe. This tribe hates this tribe.
Yeah,
this
and then
guy.
you're, oh, why don't you like them? Because the fucking Bible tells me to hate that type of person. It's like,
Yeah,
damn.
that's Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
That's why I like that
Yeah,
show.
yeah, that's
you
a good one
blindly
about
hating motherfuckers. You don't even know.
You don't
You
even
have
know
never
them.
even met them. And then when you go integrate with them, you fucking realize
They're
they
awesome.
just like you.
And that's
And you've been killing these people. like
that's part about who's raising you and where you raised at.
you gotta
Like
learn.
me growing up, we all did the religion thing.
Yeah.
Word up, word up, word up. You know what I mean? Whatever.
But we also integrated around the
Yeah,
world.
but
you
we
know
also
what I'm saying?
but we weren't. I'm gonna say that all three of us weren't like stuck in the box. Yeah, I don't know.
I got out of the
Eric had to
Yeah, you got
escape
out
that
of the
shit though. He had to escape. We just walked out the front door. He had to escape.
Although we're doing what our parents are guiding us to do, and we're around a whole bunch of people that are doing the same thing,
Yeah.
we're still also around other people that are like, you don't need that.
Yeah.
No,
And you're
yeah.
looking at them and you're like, yo, this person is a good person. Like,
Let me ask you this though: would you say that because you were involved in that, and because you were involved in that, and because that's what brought us together? That's why we resonate because of that common thing.
I'd say
I think it has to do
So
with
that has
morals.
some
I think we
benefit?
just
I
have
would
similar
say
morals.
Is there
that
some
that's kind of a small part because
I wouldn't
like,
know a lot of people if it wasn't for
if I
Vicky.
never-
and the only reason I know Vicky
Yeah.
is for that background. You know
but
what
if
I'm
I
saying?
never knew that
You
you
better
went
in
to
the
church and I
compound.
never knew that you went to church, we would still be connecting on other levels.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
like if
Yeah.
we never talked about our religions,
Right. We always
I
did.
think
yeah,
we
yeah.
would still be chill as shit.
Yeah.
But the fact that we all came from where we came and like how we are right now, like we are mature minded,
Mm-hmm.
respecting. Yeah, I guess that would be the word. We respect a lot of
Yeah,
stuff.
open-minded too.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Open-minded, dude. Like you want to do that? You could do that, but like I don't need to do that.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And if
don't tell me that I need to do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I like to. I don't want to say I like to explain, but I like to like try to see what another thought process is of
Oh
something.
yeah.
Even
It's
if I'm not gonna
interesting.
take it, you know what I'm saying? I just want to be like, how did you even get to this fucking wild ass thought process? Then
Yeah.
if I want to take the time to break this shit down, I could, but like sometimes I don't always want to. But with another thing with the religion thing, I want to say one more thing because when I broke out of this gay ass Christianity
The
thing,
compound.
you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It's like my thing was I'm battling my brain, my thoughts. I'm saying like, am I gonna throw this shit away? Like if me leaving this shit is just saying, oh, I'm never making it to heaven now. Is that what the fuck I'm doing? Slowly. So I'm like, let me. And then I'm also
vibe.
like, Christianity isn't around the world. Nobody like the world doesn't study this shit. So let me just study what other people thinking. How are they coming up?
Yeah, and
With
and
the
you look,
fucking-
and
you know what I'm
there's
saying?
so many cool ones.
So many
There's
cool
so
ones,
many
bro.
other way cool. Like
So many
we're
cool.
sitting here looking at, we were
The story of kings. The Bible is like a
white Jesus. There's black Jesus, green
yeah,
Jesus.
green
But I
Jesus.
could go over here and
There's a
it'll
sea
be like-
Jesus.
Boy, where the fuck
They
you
got-
see a green
they
Jesus
got-
at?
There's one. If you didn't know. But then
Somewhere.
you go over and
Oh no, I get what you're saying.
but instead
Oh,
of
yeah.
believing in one guy,
Huh.
you believe in like there's a
10.
God for everything.
Hundreds, yeah.
Yeah, the
There's a
Greeks and
God
the
for
Romans had a
wood.
lot
There's
of
a
that
God
shit.
for the air. There's a God. You know
And a
what I
God for
mean?
wine, bro.
Hey,
God for luck,
and
God
that's
for
just
money.
Like how they showed respect. That's just how they show respect. Just like in the Christian way, they show respect by sacrificing goats and doing celebrations and
What
names.
kind of
and-
Christianity? What?
Oh, it's
don't
all-
say-
Hell,
yeah,
they
yeah.
sacrificed. that was
Hell
the-
yeah.
Bro, the first story of Cain and Abel. He was
Oh,
like,
yeah, you
I
gotta
want
kill your
something.
brother.
And he
Yeah,
gave
yeah.
him fruits, and the other nigga gave him like animals, and he was like, I'm gonna choose the fruits, and then he killed his brother for that
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
but to me, it's like
forgot about that.
with
What
the-
about Passover?
Passover is just.
You remember
all
Passover?
remembrance, Yeah,
They used to have to kill like a goat and then wipe the blood on top of your house so the
Oh,
Holy
yeah.
Spirit don't come in
So
and
pass your house.
fuck
Don't
you
kill
up.
you,
So
yeah.
pass you over, won't kill your kids.
You
and
remember
shit.
that shit?
That's a weird ass story.
That's a
Wild.
weird ass story.
Weird
Reflecting
ass
on
story,
that, yeah.
They're all kind of fucking wild.
But
But wait, as I was saying, when I learned about some shit in the Hindu thing, they don't really talk about like motherfuckers going to heaven like that. They say like your spirit will go or whatever, go to some type of heaven, but they call it something else. But like the gateway, there was a story that they told, and this shit resonated with me. I was telling LeBron about this shit. He's like, so picture, I'm gonna use Christian words here because you don't know the Hindu gods and shit like that. So we'll just say you're at the heaven, God's at the gate, right? And he's like, yo, you want to get in this gate? Just like tell me what type of life did you live, and I'll let you know whether you could go in or not.
Yeah.
Basic. And then it would be a list of people who said all types of shit. Like there'll be a motherfucker that said, I live my life as the best king I could possibly be. I kept my people straight. I slayed all my enemies. We was right. And the God will be like, cool, you're in. Like, you did it for a good reason. There'll be another guy, total opposite. He'll be like, I live my life as a thief.
Yeah.
I had to steal and rob to keep my family alive, blah, 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 blah. You're in. Nigga, this list went long, right?
Yeah.
One of the accounts was, I live my life as a coward. So I never bothered nobody, and I never did nothing back. He said, yo, you win. And in that short little thing right there, that's Christianity. That's to live your way of the meek, man. You know, slap me once, slap me twice. I'm not gonna do shit. I'm kind. Martin Luther King, all that shit like that. That's the coward way. I want to say Martin Luther King, coward.
He liked the ladies.
But like at the end of his life, he was flipping to Malcolm X's side. At the end of his life, he was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
They gonna take me out if we don't do something, and they take him out. So, and then all the instances of the stories of the thing I was just saying, the only, it was everybody goes in. The only motherfucker who doesn't get in,
exactly.
the only motherfuckers who doesn't get in is when he says, I live my way with the devil. And it's like, what does that even mean? It's like, that means you're addicted to shit. And you can't let go of this world. There's something about this world that you just fucking addicted to. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's like pussy or alcohol or money or fucking, you know, anything. You know what I'm saying? Some type of drug, some type of envious thing. Like, if you attach to that, you will never get into heaven. Now, let's not talk about a staircase to heaven or anything.
It's wild, dude.
Peace of mind.
It is, that's
Like,
crazy.
you'll never have peace of mind if you have that. That's really what that means, because heaven is a state of mind. You'll never have peace of mind if you're attached to the devil in any way.
Yeah.
But if you are living your life in your own glorious way, in the best way, I don't care if you a thief, a king, a bum. I don't care, my nigga. If you doing it the right way, if you doing it how you supposed to be doing it, you ain't.
You said this is Hindu, by the way, right?
This is something in Hindu, yeah. It was
Okay.
like one of the. It's like how people go. It
I'm
was
not
like,
really
oh,
familiar with
I
that.
tried to find this passage again. I could not find it. I only heard someone verbally say it in their seminar. They're like speaking, and somebody asked a question about that specific passage, and he's like, I'm gonna say the whole passage so that everybody understands what I'm talking about, and then he says the whole thing, and then he specifically talks about the way of the coward, because the guy was saying, are you calling Jesus Christ a coward when you say that shit? And he was like, I'm not calling him a coward. I'm just saying, like, how you live your life is that way. You're not being a problem. You're not trying to be a problem. You're not trying to be a king. You're not trying to be a leader. You're just living, and people are following you. You know what I'm saying? You're not trying to take responsibility for shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And either you going in. Just don't be an asshole. It's very easy to get in. There's only one thing it takes.
I think that religions from China, Japan, and India are wild. Like Confucian, that shit that got like China had, like, they banned it because like they were like, because like it kind of goes along with that coward thing where it's like they don't fuck with other people, and like when it was in
They're
their
not
religion,
men of action. Yeah.
yeah.
You can't
So
have a
like
whole
when you
nation
get
like
these
this.
motherfuckers invading you all the time and fucking
Yep.
killing your people, and your whole idea is just lay on your back and not do
Yep.
shit. They're like, no, we got to change. You know, we got to work on how we do shit. That's why I just think like or like the Zen, the Japanese one. You know, like where it's like about like just nothingness. You know what I mean? Like you're part of the universe or blah blah blah. And they're just religions that are like you can't, like Hindu is just totally different because that got ripped apart by.
They're the
foreign
oldest
invaders.
one, you know?
Yeah, they're one of the oldest ones
And I
where,
don't
like,
want
the
to say
religion
Japan
changed.
doesn't really have religion in Japan. They just have like
Oh, they have Christians over there.
they do it. They have, but they don't like
you-
their country doesn't
Dude,
say like
You want to know
have
something
to
fucked up? Want to know something
believe
real fucked
anything.
up? One of the bombs we dropped on Japan, we dropped on a fucking Christian church.
Sheesh.
Did you know that? I think it was the second
probably
bomb we
painted
dropped.
a little cross on it, too.
I don't know. That's what the target
bomb?
was.
They used to put all kinds of crazy shit on bombs,
on the bomb, bro.
Yeah.
Put a
I
little-
just think that's
Put
wild.
Betty Boop on the bomb. Drop
Yeah,
that
man.
shit, bro.
But I'll be like, when it comes to like, for Christianity, dude, like I'm not trying to hate on.
Yeah, I don't want to keep hating.
Yeah, I'm not hating on
Yeah,
anything.
The purpose
yeah.
of
But
that
they-
religion do what it do. You know what I'm
they-
saying?
I don't want to call it like an infection or a virus or something, but they went out all over
Yeah.
the world. Missionaries everywhere, pushing their religion, taking advantage of people, their money, their time. And then when it comes, you bring it back to Christianity, just the base. When I'm growing up and we're getting taught this, and I was, balls deep in it, if you will, you really just, how they put it to you is basically, dude, as long as you say you're sorry, you could do whatever you want, and you're gonna get in.
I know that's bad. I know
as
that
long
learning
as
that
you
is not
say you're
good.
sorry, like it doesn't matter if you even committed suicide, even though they try to say, suicide.
Can't do it. Big
Yeah,
sin.
you're not supposed to, but technically they're like, but on the low, if you just say you're sorry.
Yeah, repent.
Yeah.
Isn't the main reason suicide and again, I could be fucking totally wrong here, but like, doesn't it have to do with like your life is God's gift to you and you're basically taking that away? Isn't that why it's like
same reason why I don't like tattoos. It's like you're harming your own body. You're not supposed to do harm to the vessel because then you're disrespecting the creator.
Tattoos are cool.
Tattoos are
Yeah,
cool,
tattoos are
and the
right.
tattoos have been culture forever.
Yeah,
Fuck you
dude.
talking about? Like Christianity is literally a fucking flashlight in the woods. It's anything can happen in these woods.
Yeah.
You just going like this with it
yeah.
and expecting to know everything. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not looking around. There's no little torch going on here. You don't see your area. You just point over there. Like
But that's
I don't
not-
like that shit.
That's my point, though, kind of like how we were raised in it.
Yeah.
Say you're sorry, you're going to get in.
Yeah.
Why am I showing up and even doing anything with any of this? If I'm going to get in no matter what,
Yeah. I said sorry.
like what? Yeah, like I don't need to, do the whole practice of it. Because you know what I mean?
Maybe they're trying to teach you true repentance.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking of.
You know what I mean?
I was just like, dude,
You gotta mean it.
I'm out.
I told my mom, I'm sorry, I'm gonna do that shit again though.
I was raised always thinking like this doesn't make sense,
Yeah.
but also had like kind of the fear of God in me. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you're sitting there like, you know what? I probably don't have to do this, but if there is that slim chance, I feel like maybe me and you were talking
Lightning
about
bolt
this before.
strikes.
Yeah, if there's some
and
slim chance
holy
that there
shit.
is a heaven,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna, it doesn't take too much time. My family, I was like I said, balls deep in it, but like I didn't, I got all the sacraments, but we didn't go like every single day. Like I
Yeah,
still had a
yeah.
really chill life. I love my childhood. I ain't mad at religion like that, but I definitely feel like I could have spent my time a little more wisely.
That's true.
Instead of like
Not in
learning-
service of the Lord.
Yeah, learning all that and
I
going
don't think the
and
Lord
doing
likes that one, bro.
Like it's a chill. if you're lucky, you can have like a chill sort of relationship and have like a bond with your congregation and all that.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful thing. That's cool. Like that's your little tribe thing going on. But like real talk, man, I was always just like, man, this doesn't add up, bro.
Yeah.
This doesn't add up.
No, you gotta. To me, it's like it was fun to learn. It felt good
not
to
fun.
learn other cultures talk about the same shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I hear like the Nation of Islam people talk about God and Allah and all that shit. I'm like, dude, this is powerful shit. Your stories are also awesome, and they come from like the same thing. Then you hear like Judaism talk about their shit, also awesome.
Because way back in the day, in like maybe not the beginning civilization, of man.
Pangea.
Yeah, but way back in the day, there was a handful of cats that sat there trying to figure out a way to control people,
Yeah.
and they
Figured it
figured
out.
that out,
Yeah.
and then that spread out, and then everybody did their own thing. But it's all kind of the same fucking rule.
Kind of, yeah.
It's
Oh,
I think they just
it's
like
just a different
it's
language.
one thing to like teach. I don't know,
Different
man, 'cause
street going
I
to the
can't
same
keep thinking
place.
like all spiritual shit is meant to control. It's like when you broke it down into a religion, then now you're trying to get people to see the things the way you think about it. You know what I mean? But like, if somebody's just writing down what they think and they leave it up to interpretation, that's not really a religion.
But I'm saying the smart cats.
Yeah,
cats
I know there's
figure it
people
out.
that
There's
definitely
people
figured
that
it
were
out, bro.
standing
Yeah,
around
yeah.
like, you know what, man? Like, there's some chaos.
We gotta stop murdering each other.
Yeah.
How do we get people to stop
How do we
murdering
get
each other?
people
How do we
to
get you to
chill?
stop stealing from me?
And
You'll go to hell if you murder
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. Or
What the hell is
Right.
hell? Well, let me teach you.
Yeah.
Hell is actually a fiery place.
Yeah.
You don't want to go there, so
And
therefore
then-
you can't kill me.
and then off of them
Please don't kill me.
creating that,
Please don't kill me. Please believe this. and please don't kill me.
mad people with power used it and
Yeah.
abused it.
I mean, that definitely
Yeah,
happened
that
way back
pyramid
in the
scheme
day.
shit, yeah.
Big time
Maybe it-
abuse. Like, how does a king control all of his people?
By telling them those
Being
rules.
like, yo, I'm basically God. Like, I'm your doorway to God. My family, you don't mess with me. You don't mess with my family.
Yeah.
Because we are the ones that are gonna help you do that. So you gotta let's come up with some taxes. We'll take some money. We'll make you build some stuff for us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, it's wild, man.
That's less religion, though. That's more
It's
just
wild.
government. Religion is like,
no, that's religion, bro.
yeah, but that's Christianity
It's being
religion.
used
Like,
by the
I must have
government,
not.
it's being taught a certain way that it's like it's supposed to be about brotherhood and
Control.
love and respect and all these other
Yo,
things.
you could do
and they-
you could do the nice one, like, hey, buddy, you know what I mean? Like, this is a cool thing to be, and we can help each other out. Or you could do the other thing, like,
stop doing this.
Yeah, you will be smited or something. You know what I mean? Like
Smitten.
you could do the nice thing or you could do the fear tactic thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and people.
Yeah, that makes sense. See, now that I think about the Hindu way, it's neither though. It's just like a self-awareness way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like a
Some of them are all right.
find out what's going on with you
Yeah.
to see what's
Some
going
of
on with
them are-
everything else. Use all these stories to help you figure out what's going on with you.
I mean, do you remember the Renaissance?
Remember?
Renaissance was like, you ever read about the Renaissance?
Not really.
That was like
Enlightened.
like the missionaries going around.
Yeah.
That's what the Renaissance was at that time.
Oh,
that was
okay.
a time
Total
period.
influence of war.
Yeah, that was a
yeah,
time
just
period
trying
where
to-
they went around and just struck fear into like
Dude,
everybody,
Japan was so funny. We
tortured mad people and
Christianity,
everything.
Christianity went there a couple times, and Japanese were like, "Yeah, we don't want you here."
Yeah, dude.
They're just like, "We're
It's
gonna
wild,
fucking,
man.
You're gonna fucking
Does
kill
your
you."
God have a head?
Yeah.
It's wild.
Yeah. Or like even the Vikings, like we see a lot of that religious persecution shit where they were like, "So your God can keep these arrows from going into you, right? He's gonna save you," and then they'd be like, "Let's see him do it."
Yeah.
Shop. You know, it's just
You
like,
didn't pray hard enough.
yeah. It's just like people be
see it.
poking holes in Christianity forever.
But then if they win, this is the thing with the Vikings. When they win, they're like, yo, the gods had my fucking back.
Yeah.
I killed like 17 niggas. He
Yeah.
slashed me. I dodged it.
Yeah.
That was God, baby. You know what I'm saying?
And
It's
feeling like they maybe died like 3 times in the battle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
right?
the only reason
And
I'm
he
still
revived
alive.
me.
Yeah,
I
yo.
thought I was dead.
Wild stuff, bro.
That comes with like I did a study thing about entities and deities. It's like entity. Deity is like a god, right?
Yeah.
Entity is some shit more within you though, like the something within you. So the same way people give all this power to the deity, they say, this guy, God is that dude. So that when it comes time to rain and it rains, you're like, thank you. I gave you all that power to make it rain. That every time it rains, I give you all the fucking credit. You know what I mean? It's like, all right, now this guy's making it rain. Even though it's just raining, you didn't gave all that power to the deity for the rain. Same way, which is fine, however, you know, whatever. This is how you get icons and sculptures and all types of shit. That's how it. I don't want to say that's negative at all.
Wild stuff came from religion.
Right. But then you go to entities, and that's like within yourself. And the same way you're doing that to the deity, it's like keep giving it reassurance of how it's strong. It makes it powerful for you. People, I think, fall into like a little fucking trap hole where they give themselves asshole deities. Like you ever see someone who's having a bad day and then they always say some shit like, fuck, this always happens to me. You keep saying this always happens to me, it always happens to you.
keep happening.
Because you're giving strength
keep
to the entity of that
Going
shit.
down that goddamn street at 9 o'clock and getting robbed.
Damn. It's always happens to me at this
fucking
time.
Tuesday.
Fuck.
God damn it.
You know what I'm
Fucking
saying?
Lawrence.
But that same way, like when people think like way, like, oh, I got bad luck. Oh, this shit just always happens. Why is it always happening to me? Da, da,
Make
da.
your own luck.
That's a strong entity you're shitting on yourself with. You're putting a big ass monkey on your back. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a way down. But they don't
There's a
think
book.
that exists.
There's a book about that shit where it's called like The Truth or something, where it's about how you put out positivity and negativity like in your life. Like if you, like you just said, like if you're always like, man, I'm a piece of shit, and that's all you think all the time, then yeah, kind of like
people
your
gonna
outlook.
see you as a piece of shit. You're
Yeah.
gonna see yourself as a piece of shit. And then even if someone ever does say, yo, you know what, man, I don't really think you're a piece of shit.
You still think it'd be
I'm
good.
hitting a fucking. I'm like a level 1 nigga attacking the final boss. That entity is like, no, he is a piece of shit.
Yeah.
He told me 1,000 times yesterday. You're just
Yeah.
telling him one time today.
Yeah, it means nothing.
Like, you know what I mean? It means
And it's
nothing.
and it's hard to get out of that hole, I think, when you start to think negatively about yourself and your life.
That's a trap hole, man. That's like, because sometimes
That's
you
how
get, like,
Yu-Gi-Oh shit. You
a trap
fell
hole.
in that trap hole, baby.
sometimes like when to get motivated, you be like, wake the fuck up and do that work, you piece of shit, you lazy fuck, and it
Stop
joints
putting
you,
it off.
jumps
Just
you
do
up.
it.
You know what I'm saying? But then like if that's your, I don't know. You know what I mean? You give that shit too much energy, then it starts to control you. You know what I'm saying? So you always gotta pay attention to your words, even when you give it out or in
I
yourself.
believe 1,000 bajillion% just in karma.
Yeah.
I
Karma's
think
strong,
you get
son.
out, I mean, whatever you give out, you're going to
That's
get back.
Hindu shit.
True, facts.
It is.
Old
Yeah,
as
that's
shit.
good.
But like,
Karma
like
and
that's
dharma.
it. Like, dude, like if I'm nice to my neighbor,
Yeah.
neighbor hopefully will be nice to me. But what's your chances? Your chances are going to be way higher that your neighbor's gonna be cool if you're cool.
If you're cool, yeah.
If you're a dick, your neighbor's probably gonna be a dick to you.
You know what I'm saying? That's karma.
It's tough because then you get those situations where like you just might have somebody that is in that mindset of I fucking hate everybody. So like even if you are really nice to them and they're still just like
Yeah.
Fuck
But then
you.
what can you do with that guy?
yeah, but
you
it's
can
better
only,
for you to be
yeah,
nice to the
yeah,
person.
exactly. Because the
That makes
karma's gonna
sense.
come
Maybe you
back
showed
around.
him something.
If
Yeah,
I'm,
you know what I
like
mean?
if there's this like whack ass, we'll use the word curmudgeon. If there's
You're a
some whack
fucking
ass
curmudgeon.
curmudgeon and you just see him like all the time and he's just a dick or whatever, and but like every time you see him, you still like wave or something.
Yeah.
I feel like if you do that all the time, and maybe it'll take a couple years,
Yeah.
and whether he changes or not,
Yeah.
you might be walking down the street, boom, there's like, we'll just say $100 bill. I'll be like, psh, that's good karma, nigga.
Thank you, God.
No.
Thank you, God. You blessed me.
I'm not thinking, I also,
I've been blessed.
I'm like,
Yo,
you're a god, you're a god, I'm a god, she's a goddess. But
Facts.
we all determine our own fates.
Yeah.
And like we're just saying, like you get back what you put out, but you determine your destiny. It's
Yeah, I'd say
not
that's
you know,
not where it's going.
I'm not sitting there, getting involved with any type of religion to find myself some peace or to make sure like I got a backup plan if, everything goes south or something funky like that. Like I don't think like that. I think like
You mean spiritually? Because I think like if you go, you could work on yourself physically, you could work on yourself mentally, but how you really paying attention to it in the spiritual way? Like,
I'm just doing the karma thing, man.
no, I feel you. I'm not asking you personally. I'm just saying like,
Oh.
so you gotta really, some people go to church for that spiritual shit.
Yeah.
Some people read
Hey,
like
man,
books and shit like that.
it's-
Everybody you gotta do something. You know what I
Some
mean?
people utilize it and have good lives and are respectable in their community.
Yeah.
But there's a whole lot of people that abuse it or just are so blinded.
It's there for that connection, man. I think
You know what I
majority
mean?
is just there for the connection.
Like, well, I mean, yeah, sometimes straight up, I know a couple people that I don't think that they really do believe in the religion that they're doing, but they're doing it for straight up having that community of connection, but also having financial connection.
Oh yeah, that
You know
helps.
what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
And then it also helps you when you go to court when you're like, oh, that guy was at church all week or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
well,
he's a church going dude.
I was gonna say some
He
fuck-
might have killed those 10 people, but
no, see what it is. Yeah, I
we'll
might have
we'll give you the nice
It's
sell.
when they touch them kids
Yeah, dude.
and they get out free.
All those
Yeah.
priests.
That's what they doing it for, motherfuckers.
But you see what I'm saying, though? Like, that shit is, I mean, it's all crazy. You pick your own path.
But yeah, you gotta stick with everybody should have their own
Shit, just
personal laws
believe-
and shit.
Michael Jordan's not so bad. Just believe in him and just be.
Michael Jordan.
Yeah, just think about like a celeb. If you have to believe in something other than yourself.
oh my God, I think
And
Family
you
Guy
need-
did an episode of that.
Yeah, and you need like somebody to look up to or
Yeah, some good.
go. You lead by example.
Role model type
Yeah,
shit.
role model.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah,
word.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
the word.
yeah,
Role
I got
model.
you, I
If you're
got
looking for a role model, you can pick anybody. You don't have to pick like a.
pick whatever you want.
Spiritual, anything.
I mean,
Like, just
spiritual
pick
is like-
somebody and be like, you know what? I don't want to say what would Jesus do, but you could be like, what would Michael Jackson do? What would Jordan do? What would
Listen, you want to know what would Jesus
Stuck on the
J.K.
Michaels.
Rowling do?
What would Jesus do? Nothing. He just
Nothing,
stand there,
dude.
You're just gonna chill and let you make a
Nothing.
decision.
stand there
Yeah.
and get slapped
Nothing.
twice. What else would he do? Then he'll turn his other cheek and
Yeah.
slap again.
Yeah, like it's definitely different strokes for different folks.
Frags. Just like the
Thing.
yin yang thing. I had a book about all these symbols and shit. I was like, where the origin of these symbols come from? The yin yang is the eternal war for duality. It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
there's always two halves of shit, and there's always a little piece of each half in your own shit.
Yeah.
That's the fucking.
Isn't that whole thing? It's like no matter how much evil there is in the world, there's always a little bit of good, and it's like
That's
no matter
the
how
point,
much good there
yeah.
is in the world, there's always.
But
a little
that
bit of evil.
applies to everything, not
Yeah.
even evil and good. You know what I'm saying? It could be like, you know all that shit, but you don't even know the important shit. Or you know no shit, but you only know the important shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like it's the same
Yeah.
way that it's,
Oh, yeah,
it's just
that
a
makes sense.
duality. It's like a law. You know what I mean?
How do you find your balance?
Yeah, the balance in like, I said this to my one homegirl. I was talking like down about someone, and I knew I was about to start talking down about them. You know what
And
I'm
then
saying?
you're like, you know what?
But I say like three fucked up things, and I'm like, after I said that, I was like, I can't not continue without saying now three lovely things about this motherfucker, so that I'm back to being middle to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, and I
Found a
can't
little
just make
balance.
up three things like you keep a good shape, or I can't say fucked up dumb shit. I have to actually say things that were equally harmful, equally
especially
healing.
just generally bagging on somebody for too long is like, dude,
It's whack.
like,
Yeah.
like
It's
we
like
get it,
poisoning
man.
yourself.
Yeah.
We get it, and
Yeah.
but you have to look at yourself in the mirror and be like, you know what? I think I'm done talking smack on that person. And then take yourself out of the situation. Like, if that person is not helping you pay your bills, raise your kids,
Yeah.
stuff like that, it's like, don't waste your energy on that. Energy is real for sure. Vibes are real for sure.
Yeah, I have that shit all day.
Yeah,
I
dude.
have
So
that struggle in my life at all times. working
and
with
it's
other
hard
people.
when you're growing up. And then this brings you all the way back to like being a not fully developed mind.
Yeah.
And how you were raised in the environment, like everybody around you, because once you get older, you'll be like, man, when I was a kid, I might have been really negative to that motherfucker, but now I'm sitting here thinking like, why did I do that?
Yeah, you just didn't know.
Do you know what I
It's
mean? Like
pure
what?
ignorance. Like,
Exactly.
it's all
The
a
kids
learning
don't
game
know.
right
You
here.
gotta grow up. You gotta grow up.
I want to talk about one thing real quick. I guess we can end it. But since we brought up the karma is a Hindu thing.
Karma's king.
Also, next to karma, they have dharma. You ever hear dharma? It's DHARMA.
I thought it was like a country or something.
So karma is about what's going on within you. You feel like you do something good. That means the universe should
It's the energy.
reflect
Well,
that
they're
back
both
to you or
energy.
whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Both like energy.
So dharma is like the bigger wheel of like how shit's supposed to go. Like dharma is like, don't fuck up the way of life. Like don't ever get in the way of life. You know what I'm saying? That's what the dharma is. Like the big wheel. The fucking
Keep the wheel going.
yeah.
Don't
Make
stop
sure
the wheel.
like don't try to do something that stops something
Don't
from
fuck
having
with
its
the
like
money. No.
yeah.
with
Don't
the
fuck
money,
with the
bro.
cycle. You know what I'm
Fucking with the
saying?
money, baby. That ain't good business.
So they be-
You're starting to look like a witness.
Maybe some stories where they'll be like, a king will be like, yo, I think it's time to take that nation out. And they'd be like, yo, you think that's good karma or bad karma to do that? He'd be like, if we don't, it fucks up the dharma. Like these people coming up false. If we just let them do that, it'll fuck up everything we're actually doing.
Yeah.
So they have to pay homage to that aside from the karma. Like there's two different rules for that shit. But I keep that in mind too, because the dharma.
See, why the hell didn't they just push that all
I
over the
know.
goddamn
I was like,
world?
I wish
dude?
they taught this more than everything else. I have to take a phone call, but we can end this soon. Hold on.
All right.
But yeah, like I was saying, like that would be if you can use a religion to get everybody like that, like on the same page, and just like we help each other like a tribe.
Yeah.
And I get it, like we don't live all in the same climate and all that stuff. There's all kinds of variations and not formulas, but variables that I think form religion and stuff and language and blah 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 blah. But
Yeah.
if we could all just chill, dude, like let's just help each other. Like with the healthcare, why are we taking advantage
Yeah.
of
Why?
people?
Yeah. Why are we doing that? Yeah.
You know, and it's like,
That's fucking with the wheel.
and there's lots of poverty. It's nuts, man. The world is for sure. It's a conundrum, and we're just trying to live it. It's not like, I mean, we can make changes for ourselves and maybe a little bit in our community, but I don't think either of us are gonna be like presidents or anything
Nope.
like that. So it's like, you know what I mean?
Or like own a bunch of property and change a bunch of stuff in the world.
Yeah, because
I
even
get
and
what
then
you're saying.
even if you do own a whole bunch of property, dude, there's gonna be something that's gonna be negative on that, like
Yeah.
that's gonna be stressful and all this other garbage. So, I don't know. In a nutshell, man, religion can be for sure, like I was saying, like abused and has been such.
It has been abused. Yeah.
It's been such a huge thing, super long thing that's been going on for thousands of years. I think have we been around for thousands, people?
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. I think it's a bummer, but it's kind of neat. But
It has its uses. We'll
Yeah.
just put it that way.
Yeah, but
It can be good. It can be bad. It's just as soon as you start saying, like, back to the J.K. Rowling thing. When you start talking in terms of hate, like when you're like, fuck that person because they're gay,
yeah.
or like, you know, this, that, or the other thing. As soon as you start with that hate speech, I feel like that's when you start going the wrong way. Like I'm not saying everybody should be like. There's lots of people that aren't good people that probably should fucking die.
Yeah.
Okay, they probably belong in prison. They probably do belong in this or this, that, or the other thing. But when it comes to like sexual orientation, like I don't give a fuck. Why the fuck you spewing hate?
If I'm about it, I'm about it. And if I'm not, I'm just be over here. It's cool.
What were we talking about?
Well, we're just finishing up on like religion, and he was saying that like we were agreeing that like it has its uses. It can be good. It can definitely be good. But when you start going in that direction of hating things, like that's when you start to get bad about it.
Yeah,
You know
can't
what I mean?
be pointing fingers. Who the bad guy?
Yeah,
'cause
who's like, and
you
that's
don't have the same beliefs.
and that's the problems that we have in fucking society. That's not even in religion. Like I
Yeah.
said, you should just see. We're talking going way back here. We're talking about the morals that we learned growing up, and that's why religion to us is like, I learned what I can from this, so I don't need to practice this. Like if anything, it's taken away from my quality of life because I'm hating people for no reason. You know what I mean?
Wasting energy. You could have been building a porch or something.
Yeah, and not worried about the gay guy that lives two
it's just a-
houses
Yeah,
over.
yeah.
dude.
Some people get too involved with it. I think the same way with politics.
And then
too.
bitch about it.
They
Like
get-
hardcore bitch about it. Like, okay, I'm mad at that guy for his sexuality, but I'm gonna go around and tell all these other people.
But they all hate him now because
yeah,
of,
and then
that's
you're
wrong.
grooming your kids.
That's what
to hate
that's
it.
what religion does.
They had
sometimes.
a fucking case in Plains, I think, where they were like, it was in the winter. Motherfuckers were shoveling their driveway.
Oh my god, the guy that got shot. He
Shot-
killed
Oh.
two people
He shot
over
the couple,
snow shoveling.
But
think I
but
remember
it was
that.
like a
That wasn't Plains.
It was like a regular feud that they had often. It was about like the dude just hating the dude for being gay. I think and he came over and shot.
And he's like an older guy.
yeah, he
like,
shot the dude, shot the wife a bunch of times. Then he shot himself in the fucking in his garage.
Just hate. You let
It's
that
just
hate
hate,
get
let
in
that
you.
shit build
Yeah.
up.
Yo, well, what's American History X? What's that line where he's like, hate's just baggage, man. That's all that shit really is.
Truth.
That's all that shit is, and that's what that should be the rule of the world. Like that shit's baggage. Racism, that shit's baggage.
There's nothing wrong, and that's why it's good
That's
to
just weighing you down.
have conversation, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Facts.
Like we all have shit that we, and I don't like to say hate. Like when I say like if I hate something, it's kind of like
Hate broccoli, nigga.
the
like-
extra.
Eat your vegetables.
Yeah,
Why
I
went
love-
over that
that's
shit?
What, that's what I'm talking about. I love broccoli though. I just didn't know. I couldn't think of anything actually.
But yeah, like, but when it comes to, I would say specifically when it comes to another human being,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
like when you sit there, I feel like if I'm gonna say that I hate this guy, I need to really, actually, truly hate this person. Otherwise, I'm just gonna say, man, I
Yeah,
just
whatever,
dislike
just
that
avoid him.
motherfucker. You know
Just
what I mean?
not be
Like,
around him. It's
but to
easier
say
that
the
way.
hate, I feel like to me, I've taken it as a very strong word.
Yeah,
You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
I try not to say it, but if I say it, it's it's joking.
Oh, we say it. We
It's
throw
jo-
it
it's
around.
joking.
We,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, yeah.
that's
It's
in
like when
our-
I say
in the
shit is
circle.
gay. I'm like, oh, that shit is gay. I'm not
Yeah.
saying this shit is homosexual, bro. I'm just,
Yeah, but I'm not. Yeah,
That's the best
the
example.
word
I'm
I'm
not.
saying.
I'm not
Just
out in the
saying
street.
it's just the word I use, motherfucker.
You know, being like hate, like no, man.
hate.
Because then, yeah, that's that full circle, that
Yeah, but you know,
karma.
you gotta love everybody, but you also gotta understand
Dharma.
not
What'd you say
everybody.
it was?
Karma's within Dharma.
Dharma. That's
It's like
Yeah,
the way of
it's
the world.
DHARMI or
Like,
something.
what are you doing? Why you keep?
Don't
keep
fuck up
going.
the cycle, motherfucker. You got somebody that say, I'm gonna nuke the world. We gotta take him out. You about to fuck up the Dharma, bro.
Yeah.
We need to keep going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't be doing shit like that. So
And then you gotta look at the guy and be like, how did he get to that point?
yeah, what's up with you? Are your people like this?
Did religion do this?
Yeah, how the fuck did they get this far?
In some cases, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's.
I think
Whole
the hate
nations
speech
destroyed
though,
because
like
of-
to hate a motherfucker so bad over, I don't want to say like religion because in this country it's just politics that people hate each other over.
Yeah.
It's all,
You got-
dude, it's all the shit.
You
bro.
see a neighbor with a
We're
fucking.
wild. There's too many bored motherfuckers in this country.
Yeah, I agree with that
Listen,
100%.
You
keep going.
see, you like, cause this happens in my neighborhood all the time. You see a neighbor with fucking Trump 2024 flag,
Yeah.
and these Trump motherfuckers like to spend money.
Yeah.
There's one motherfucker who put a little Trump flag all over his fucking lawn, like little ones. Like it had to been like 100 of these shits. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And people would be so mad they just plucked the shit out of his lawns. Fuck you, get this shit out of here. He don't like women.
Yeah.
Grab him by the pussy. He said. They take all his shit out. I'm like, why are you like
Wasting your time.
wasting your time with another man?
Unless he is coming at you or he is doing like preaching hate, like
Yeah, unless
Yeah.
he's standing on his porch like,
Yeah.
yeah.
you shouldn't even be driving, bitch. Like,
Or
he's
driving
let's
around the
sing
block in his
anything.
car with like a megaphone
Let's
or
sing
some
anything.
shit.
You're lucky to even have rights, bitch. Like nobody's saying nothing. These people just support something, and from that support, they get hate.
Yeah.
Both sides, like the same
It's
shit
wild,
with the
man.
Obama thing, with the Trump thing, with the Biden. I'm like, yo, I'm
All right,
sick
can
of
we
it.
can we at least agree that Biden is definitely a senile old
He
man?
old boy.
He's old.
That's
Like I don't want to say
Gotta
bad
give
things
him-
about him and
give
shit.
him the handicap.
I saw a picture where he was young. I was like, yo, if you ran here, I would definitely love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you look like you know what you're doing right now. You don't even know where the fuck you at.
Yeah.
Which then brings us back to, in general, America, bro. Like
Yeah.
how
Puppetry over
how
here.
is this all we have to pick from? Like, there's so many
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
amazing, smart-minded, young vibrant, ready
Corrupt.
to do
We
it.
very corrupt, man. That's
We're
them.
probably gonna end up with a
Who's-
gay or lesbian president.
Oh
in
yeah,
the
at
next
some
couple
point,
years. I
black
can see that shit.
woman,
Give me Kanye
Chinese woman.
West.
Oh my gosh.
Shut up, fucking Kanye. I'm done.
Yo, peace out. Word up to I don't know. You want to say your
Fucking
thing?
Kanye, bro.
You don't want to say your thing? Oh, all right. So he don't want to rep his spot. He makes a lot of good pizza. Go there to
Go there and make him work harder.
yeah. Custom pizzas all day. Yeah, Good Fortune. Word up to Good Fortune. Again, hit them up. They can put a label on anything and everything from shoes, shirts, matchbooks, business card. Like, they could put whatever you want on whatever. I'm sure within legal rights or whatever. Copywritten thing. I don't know. Whatever. It depends on if you're making money off it. But anyway, word up to them. And word up to... And you know who I'm pointing to? Motherfucking Wtrlk, my nigga. Wtrlk made this. All right, man. We out.